Fucking Kentucky. The internet has been a blessing and a curse for Kentucky, but has been nothing but unintentional comedy gold for the rest of us. This is Doofus Crafts. It's fucking nonstop, these dudes. Every single day, they do something that's even dumber than they just did. GS with Chris now. How fucking stupid.
Luckily, that long pause was in there before the end whip it, and Logan momentarily thought that I would be muted. You lose. I'm super stoned, fresh stoned too, but I have a pretty sweet iced coffee, about a pint of it in front of me. I will admit, it's iced up good and there's heavy cream in there, so it's kind of a pretty thing to look at. Twiggy says, me too, brother. Sweet. Boot, I think, is on right now, or MBK. I forget which one Killa said. So the crowd might be a little thin. An ounce of shake for $40. I go dub sack. I get good bud. I go dub sack. I never pay, but like a dub sack lasts me the week. I roll a classic New York toothpick because you got to be ready to just throw the fucking thing away, you know, in case when the New York City cops jump you, they fucking jump you. As Jim Morrison said, you could pick your teeth with a New York joint. Boots live for tomorrow. Oh, cool. 22 good motherfuckers. In the side chat just jumped up to 26, 27, if you count Logan Sandman. I haven't paid for weed in like fucking 15 years. Big perk of the valet business. Big perk. Um, I have some Finkel stuff backlogged. We need to talk about Finkel, but Boots run down on Finkel's driving caused Finkel to Sperg a day or two later. So we really need to fucking. The cope is strong with that one. It's crazy. Fink, you've been around fucking YouTube too long to be acting like the fucking immature child you're acting like. And you're making yourself look fucking horrible, dude. There was a time I had respect for you. Now I'm fucking slapping myself in the head. Being like, what the fuck was I thinking? Finkel needs attention. And he's willing to buy it. Todd, good Christian that he is, allows his friend to show off his generosity by giving to Todd. And there's a reason, Todd, why the scripture says don't pray on the street corner, go into your private place. Because if you're doing it for show and you get the accolades of men, you got your reward. Go pray to your Father in secret, and he sees you in secret. You're talking to the guy who already knows what you need before you go and ask for it. All you got to do is line up what you're asking for with what you actually need, and things start to get fucking good. And Todd can't explain that to you, and he does not know why he... Look, I put less effort into YouTube than Todd does. I have more subscribers. Granted, there's some bloat in there because fucking Anthony Caruso and his buddies thought it would be great to bust my balls by buying subs for my channel. Because, it was a major tell for the WNN when their fucking subscribers started blowing up because their listeners didn't go up. So they were obviously purchasing. Amanda EK does not like coded they both need a hug. Yeah, that's fucking true. Mockster's plunged into total denial because of the embarrassment of Finkel. Todd's views are way the fuck down tonight. I'll let you guys decide. Although this one is titled Court Congac and Sperg, which was what I intended to cover, but we could go over tonight's live. I'm so far behind, I'd rather stay behind. Run it like I did with the chili thing. Just fucking lob fucking shots from the back row. Stop with the bragging, coded, as you look like a weak man. Here, I'll brag a little bit, and I'll probably look really weak for this. On Monday, I have this girl who cuts my hair. She's been doing it for 20 years. I go to the salon. She's half Indonesian, half Irish. She's fucking gorgeous. So, and there's no thing between. She's like my little sister. Besides, she's into the bros anyways. But she's like my little sister. And I had an appointment to get my hair cut on Monday. I haven't had a haircut in it'll be the first week in July. It'll be 2 years. I went from flat on the top, zero the sides, to probably right in between my shoulder blades and the back. Killer Miller says, if you need links for anything, let me know. You want to come up, Killer? I'm going to ramble for a little bit. If you want to come up, let me know. I'll put a link up. Killer says, if you need links for anything, let me know. I'm looking, Killer, oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm fucking really high. And you got me off my fucking haircut story. Thank you, though. I'm enjoying your streams, Killer. I like just chilling in the background, getting shit done, and listening to you. It's funny as fuck because I'm a New York boy, so you know when you hear the fucking tone of voice and the accents, I don't know, it satisfies a fucking craving for home. So I usually, I usually cut my hair and donate it to Locks of Love. But I need to get a little more length out of it. But I was going to cut it off because I don't know what happened. But like before my heart procedure back at Thanksgiving, my kidneys were like, I'm stage 2 kidney failure. So I have to fucking be careful about the shit I eat now. Salt is my enemy and salt is my passion. But I am chasing the umami a little bit harder. So my Indonesian, half Irish, half Indonesian, what do you call it? Hairstylist? I guess, right? It's a salon. She's not a barber. Salt is bad for Coated. Coated used to eat that shit right out of his hand. What did Carte Blanche say? You so angry, I can feel it all the way over here in Oz. Killer's not angry at all. Killer's got that, I don't know, that same little splinter or something that Stoned Vet has. They're excitable. They're not angry. I mean, occasionally they get angry, but not like fucking Todd angry every day. Cognac anger, whiskey anger, Guinness anger. Finkel's the fucking most obvious pretend Christian I've ever seen, right? And what was my opposition there? And Todd is the fill in the blank. Gay anger. Yeah, I mean, why doesn't Finkel counsel Todd about his alcohol consumption? Gay anger, says AP. Why did you 716 AP, dude? Because I know you as AP, and I don't want to have to say 716. You flip that around for me. If you can. You don't have to. Killer's pretty fly for a white guy. Killer could totally be the dude from that video. But he don't care. He's a plumber. He's making fucking bank. He don't give a shit. He's having a good time. Make sure you're saving money, bro. Don't wind up short at the midway point. Get some fucking what did I fuck up? Or I'll be banging out in your basement, hanging out in your basement soon. Oh, now I'm just going to fucking mispronounce everything. All right, so my Indonesian Irish hairstylist, you know, I was going to go high and tight again and then grow it out mid-length and stop with the fucking long hair shit because whatever happened with my kidneys, it fucked up my body chemistry. My hair got like I was losing clumps of it in fucking January. And I watched my diet. I got a little more oil, a little more omega-3, some hemp oil, you know, as a salad dressing, and fucking it started to show a little better, but it's too hot and it's too fucking frizzy. So I just went to get it cut off. She put this product's fucking like $40 for 6 Probably about 6 ounces. I don't know what fucking oil it is. It's all natural shit. You know, she just rubbed it into the palms of her hands and fucking ran it through my hair, and then fucking I fell asleep. She just brushed my fucking hair out for like, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. I have my fucking curls back. This shit is fucking good. So I didn't get my hair cut. Mostly because I got my curls back. And it's starting to show wisps of gray, which I'm not unhappy with at 59. But it's not gray yet, so I want to keep it long. When it goes gray, I'll tighten it up. Logan Sandman says, I can honestly say I've never lost clumps of my hair. The color change, I can't explain it. It's hair fall, dude. And it was more breakage than falling out. My hair was that fucking limp. Logan's a long hair guy, too. Anyway, dude, this product, I think I left it out in the car, is, I'll get the name of it and give it to you. It's fucking phenomenal. Is that... Logan says I have something better than at Stoned Vet. I have 50% THC Moon Rock. Sweet. It's not a competition, bro. We're here to relax and enjoy. Muckster says one day Todd said he wasn't sure if he had cognac or brandy. I think I did see that. Todd's ignorant. Like, Todd's big problem is he's constantly overplaying his game. Like, I don't think Todd really realizes what strata of society he is in, and I think he's constantly trying to be where he's not ready to be, and he's, usually 2 steps ahead of himself. That's why he gets fucking beat about so much. But then when you billboard for dudes like fucking Finkel, you're showing the world that Finkel's a fool with his money, right? So other people are going to other con men are going to come along. You're not the first, fucking Todd. It was Ryder before you. So you're billboarding Finkel's ability to be fucking fooled for money. And Cart's talking about me being high. It makes me nervous because she's a fucking school teacher. You said you were high coded. What do you expect me to do? I'm high, but bring out the Laura Rader account and diffuse the fucking hate between 2 accounts. If you want to. You don't have to. So when is Retard tripping out about? I must have missed something. Direct D put up a thumbnail earlier today, because Todd was an hour into his AM broadcast, and he, I guess, rage quit when he became aware of the thumbnail. And it was a picture of Todd's wife holding a sign that said Direct D is my baby daddy, or, something like that. Not getting the quote 100%. So, Todd flipped out on that. And then there was we'll go over it tonight. There was a Chris Ryder appearance on Toddler's show last night while Todd was drinking cognac. I think we should all put a little Todd, all the creators that are covering Todd, should put together like a 30-minute Todd synopsis from your perspective, but we could knit those together and fucking sell it to Netflix or some fucking streaming service. People like that fucking drama shit. I'm too high to really bother with the fucking comments tonight. Hello, Florida Beach Girl. What is being said at Logan Sam? Are they hard up for new gossip? Todd is going the reviewing 1A. Oh, hi, Misty Eyed Girl. How are you? Todd's reviewing the 1A auditors. He was so fucking boring tonight. It's crazy. Todd's going to watch his audience disappear, and he's going to be right back on the drama in a fucking day or two. Coded won't drop a link. He's not qualified to handle Logan. Dude, I can't. I'm fucking really high right now, and I can't have another fucking elder gentleman like myself stoned babbling. We'll never fucking get anywhere, Logan. Our days as host and co-host are, they're going to be special events because, I've re-listened to some of the shit we've done, and both of us just fucking babble. I think we drag each other down. It's fun talking to you, but it doesn't really get anywhere. I mean that in a I like you bro kind of way. Twiggy says, Logan, I've been following Retod and Chrissy Saga for a while, and this newest shit came out of left field. After JJ, let me bring this up because Todd keeps saying JJ got 66% of the vote. How do I get rid of this fucking thing? All right, I'll just share the screen. Let me share up this screen right here. So this is Ballotpedia. I guess they cover all these fucking elections nationwide. They have the data. So let's take a peek at their data because Todd's going to teach people how to do journalism. It's pretty fucking funny. So JJ Scarborough. Oh, I should be over here. JJ Scarborough, Stephen Gibbs, David Greer, right? We're literally talking about three. This is as podunk as fucking podunk gets. 3,000 total votes. Scarborough got 1,300 votes. 1,375. He didn't even get 50% of the vote. He only got 42% of the vote. Todd's out there saying he got 60%. And then like he mumbles something afterward, and I don't have time for fucking Todd math. I went through that shit with Chili. I'm not doing that to myself again. So Stephen Gibbs got 34% of the vote. David Greer got 20% of the vote. So had David Greer not run, because Greer's votes are opposition to JJ Scarborough, so at least 3/4 of them are going to wind up in Stephen Gibbs' pocket. See, David Greer split that fucking anti-JJ vote. So Gibbs would have had over 50% if Greer hadn't run. So, I mean, Todd's just fucking... I have no idea. Todd is delusional. T-Man. Todd is a delusional statist. I don't get that whole fucking statist federalist. Look, dude, wherever you are, you abide by the fucking rules. Nobody gives you a fucking hard time. If you follow the rules, no one gives you a hard time. And if you can find someone who provably was harmed by the rules while not breaking them, I'll show you the exception to the fucking rule. That's how rare it is. GMK Bear Bagel. I saw your comment in Killamilla's chat or just the Silly Girls chat. Todd is the rules. It's like Calvin Ball. Did nobody read Calvin and Hobbes? There's a reoccurring game in Calvin and Hobbes called Calvin Ball. And the only rule of Calvin Ball is the rules are made up as you play. Todd's playing the kind of game a 5-year-old would fucking play. Yeah, Logan, did you do your beer run? Calvin and Hobbes. Everybody knows you catch a tiger with a tuna fish sandwich, right? Hello, baby? Everybody fucking knows that. So anyway, Todd's mental set is that of a 5 to 6-year-old cartoon character. That's fucking amazing. Then you pour liquor on top of that fucking stupidity. Tiemann says, I was trolling. He said he is law and order, but he caught a case. So, well, that's an accusation. Right? Somebody's accused him of, breaking the rules. He was never actually convicted. And we are in this great fucking country innocent until proven guilty. I mean, I'm not willing to I'm just not willing to say, as emotional a subject as it is, I'm not willing to say that Wrangler killed Donald Atwater Cameron. There's a high probability that he did, but, he's not been convicted. And in this country, you're innocent of the crime you're accused of until proven guilty. So, I get it. I understand why people call him a murderer, but you're opening yourself up to get, a defamation suit. Because his reputation is ruined. What if he blamed that on a group of people and whacked them all for fucking money? Right? Plan for the worst, hope for the best. Look what happened to fucking Irish Demon. Right? Irish Demon, Kate. Chili was a buffoon. He was an idiot. He bested the fucking two of them, and he's winning in court against them. A 5-year-old and a wolf will outsmart an adult 80% of the time. Not because they're smarter than the adult. They just have nothing else to fucking do all day. So GMK, the Bear Bagel, said that my get it from the back, it has the best punch to it. I'm totally copying Killamilla. But then he tagged a little fucking insult on it, like maybe it was wishful thinking on my part, or that I had some kind of experience like that. I don't know. I think we're all well aware of the fact that Coded's bedroom habits stay in the bedroom. It's me and my missus. Exactly, Logan. I'm not even going to read it out. Those are the kind of things we say back and forth to each other while people fucking doze off on us. The Merb's latest video, which I didn't get to listen to yet. Merb's had some insightful videos lately if you've fallen behind on your Merb watching. But, I right-clicked, opened his link in a new tab. So it hadn't played. It was right at, frame 1. And when I clicked over to the tab, I hit the pause immediately, and the freeze frame literally looked like Merb fell asleep in his car. I thought that was funny. The get it from the back thing, it's got that fireball feel to it. It's been a long time since I did the fireball thing. I think it was AP or Alan Killian. I got like several fucking emails from them early on. You got to do a fucking heads up for headphone wearers. And I'm like, dude, you can't. It takes all the fun out of it, the spontaneity. According to Retard, we be banging the cousins. Dude, everybody talks that fucking shit. It's just shit. It's just shit. Like, Todd has to go to a right away insult. So, he accuses fucking country folk of, cousin kissing, which, I think Todd longs to know who his cousins are. Fucking weird. And then Just a Silly Girl played a clip from one of Todd's past lives. They really do fucking have everything that Todd's done. Killer, I want the fucking link for the Fort Knox white knuckle ride. Going to the pit. Hashtag fireball. Somebody put furball. It's not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing at all. I never call anyone out of the game, Twiggy. Never. Anyone's capable of making a fucking comeback. Everyone is. People give up, but, that doesn't mean they couldn't have made the comeback. They just gave up. Todd doesn't strike me as a give-up guy. Like, he's that delusional. He just seems to be really slow when it comes to figuring out dynamics. And if you're going to try to act like you're an expert on a topic, you better know the fucking topic, Todd. Todd does not know much about anything he fucking talks about. It's all superficial and it's all shit that he heard somebody else say. I believe that this is I think we're going to play a little game here. All right, cool. I'm going to start the video. And then the Chris Ryder part, I'm going to jump back, mute the volume, and just play it. Just watch Chris Ryder. He looks like he's about to fall over a lot. I wonder what substance he uses. Because he says he doesn't drink, but there's something chemical going on there. Look at that fucking staring, 1,000-yard staring fucking... Hey, goober.
What's up?
Wet nurse dropped him on his head.
All right, now just watch him. What happened? There's a little longer clip.
Used to sit all day in the garden crushing beetles with a rock.
Todd's fucking.
I feel like I'm late. Oh, there are people already in here. Am I late? I feel like I'm late.
Simple.
He is such a fucking yokel. It's crazy how. Just watch him. No sound. He's fucking Goober Town. He's totally Goober Town. It's crazy how Goober Town Chris Ryder is. Who the fuck would give their money to that fucking retard? Holy shit.
Impaired farmhand who can talk to animals.
Just basically declared war on us. That
Look at his fucking
our
eyes.
government just declared
Look at his
basically
eyes.
declared war on us. Our government just basically declared war on us. Our government just basically declared war on us.
God damn, he's fucking retarded. Look at that face. 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 Oh, look at that face. It's almost like Ben Stiller was playing Ryder.
Brain. I mean, you're going to have to comply. It's military coming in against us.
You gotta.
That's the way my fucking kid would. That's the way the pauses, the enunciation, the alliteration of his. My kid spoke like this when he was 5 and excited.
It's military coming in against us.
You got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
To get more aggressive, because they're saying they need to be more protected, more armed, more trained, more funded, and because you are going to be treated as if you were a foreign invasion.
Oh my God. Oh, fuck.
More armed, more trained, more funded, and because you are going to be treated as if you were a foreign invasion. I am not making this up.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I am not making this up.
Yes, you are.
I am not making this up.
So, has that video ever played before? Is that a regular? Because Todd reuses all this shit. Is that brand new? Somebody in the side chat said Twiggy said definitely Xannies. That it's that or Klonopin, right? Probably some hood press pills. Fuck, man, he's playing games with himself. It's no wonder he's not fucking totally retarded. It is fucking Xannies or something in that fucking vein. I mean, for all we know, he's fucking, medicated. He says he doesn't drink, Twiggy. I kind of believe it. Like, he doesn't strike me as... Where's your fucking comment? With a little liquor. If that's about Todd, it's true. If that's about Ryder, I don't really know. Todd got a fucking big mouth. Let's hear what Todd has to say.
It's not making it up, guys. He is not making it up. All right, I got that muted. All right.
He's not. So is Todd agreeing with Ryder? Because the way the clips were cut, it looked like Ryder was being made fun of. But maybe Todd doesn't know. Maybe Todd thought that was Ryder at his best, saying his most intellectually intriguing stuff. I mean, because Todd's a fucking moron too, you know. It's getting difficult to decipher the stupidity here. It just seems to all be stupid shit.
So I did re-release the video from last night. I got the parts out of the Animal House stuff that I had to get taken out, and so that's back up again. Yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there.
So it's still in this video because I line recorded him last night. I have the first 15 minutes without the side chat because I was 15 minutes into it when I line recorded it. So I had to catch the replay to get the first 15 minutes of it. And hello, Ben Buttercup. Stupid is as stupid does, says Twiggy. Says Cody. Now that I did that stupid shit, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Roll that video.
Georgia Transparency. Somebody said Todd is a liar. Well, I had a conversation with Chris Ryder. I would very much like a copy of that audio where you claim that you're saying that person saying that I lied about them having an extra copy. Because I had a conversation with Chris Ryder. And I told Chris Ryder that his grace period to publicly apologize for calling me a stalker was coming to a very, very short halt. He
didn't just call you a stalker, Todd. He took you to court over it. And it was dismissed based on jurisdiction. That's what's freaking you the fuck out. Because if they figure out the jurisdiction and file it properly, you are going to go back to court. You might win, they might win, but you are going to go back to court, right? So your wife had to give you money the last time, $3,000 to get an attorney. The attorney took the whole fucking $3,000. Case got dismissed. The attorney knew it was going to get dismissed. Of course, he understands jurisdiction. So he took $3,000 from you because he could have done that way fucking cheaper. But again, Todd, you have to start to step back and consider the strata of society that you actually reside in, because you don't have the kind of contacts you need to not get raked over the fucking coals when this shit goes down. That's why you're so desperate to be JJ's friend. Goddamn, Todd, a week ago you were talking shit about JJ, calling him the shot caller in the back and all this other fucking bullshit. We have to save those Finkel morning streams to break up the fucking to splash some fucking unintentional dementiated laughability into this fucking comic tragedy. Look at Todd's face. His beady little fucking eyes. Todd, a lot of times when I just random stills of you, you look fucking scared. What are you scared of? Logan Sandman says, coal raking. Seriously? You don't have a filter either. Yeah, but it's my gig, dude.
He's running out of time.
If you want me filtered, just say so. I'll be filtered. You'll be bored.
And I hate to say it, but what's up, you all? Your time's up, Chris. Now that reckoning that I said was going to be coming your way is going to be coming your way. Come here, over here, buddy. Get over here. So just letting you know, there's no hate involved. It's just going to be all business. There won't be any pleasure in it. But I'm going to be seeking to reestablish charges against you for false reporting. I've got slam dunk all the evidence I could possibly need that any prosecutor.
Whoa, what? Todd's threatening to take a man to court? Ryder? Todd, you don't have the fucking money to pay to file the fucking documents that you need to file to take someone to court. And if you're going to take someone to court, Todd, and you don't have a fucking lawyer, oh my God, we are going to have some fucking fun in the doofus verse. You have no idea how badly I want to see pro se Todd bring a fucking court case, a civil case against fucking Ryder. Because Ryder's going to say, fuck it, if Todd can do it without a lawyer, I can do it. I'm smarter than him. I can do it without a lawyer. I am so fucking waiting for that shit to go down. Please, Todd. Don't turn out to be a fucking pussy boy. You made the threat. You said you were gonna fucking do it. Let's replay that and make sure coded's right. Maybe that's why you look so scared right before you started talking. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm in it deep now. I'm going deeper.
Halt. He was running out of time. And I hate to say it, but what's up, you all? Your time's up, Chris. Now that reckoning that I said was going to be coming your way is going to be coming your way. Come here, over here, buddy. Get over here. So just letting you know, there's no hate involved. It's just going to be all business. There won't be any pleasure in it. But I'm going to be seeking to reestablish charges against you for false reporting.
Is that definitive? I'm going to be seeking. It looks like you know you're not going to do it, Todd. So you're speaking in a way that you're hoping will slide by people, implying that you're going to take Chris to court. But what you really said was you're seeking it, which means you can bail out as long as you do a little seeking.
I've got a slam dunk all the evidence I could possibly need that any prosecutor would look at and go, this was clearly an abuse, and it was done with malice in order to attack a person that was innocent of these crimes. So, Chris, you were warned. I gave you an opportunity. I gave you many opportunities. You had an opportunity on many occasions, Chris, to do the right thing, and you kept failing to do the right thing.
Todd's gonna sue Chris. Hello, boot people. Thank you for coming over. Somebody said Boot wasn't live till tomorrow, but I'm glad he was, and I'm glad you guys are here. We got 41 good motherfuckers in the side chat. 42 if you count Logan Sandman, and we just hit 43. Thanks, Boot. I'm really starting to like Boot and Killa. All they have to do to make me dislike them is ask me for money. Then bye-bye. Coded don't take, coded don't give. Coded just talks. Right? We don't want to see fucking commercials in here. We don't want even the slightest bit of pressure put on people to fucking dono and shit. None of that. In the beginning, when to prove to Dan how easy it was to show receipts, because every once in a while in the Philippines, I'll buy a 50-pound bag of rice for every household in my barangay. It just fucking gives them a little bit of relief. So, I read Logan's comment. I fucking lost my place. I might have to fucking hide you for the night, Logan. You're very active tonight. No, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about again. So we have Todd. I know where we are in the stream. I'm insanely high, so bear with me. Muckster57 says, damn, I was just about to ask for money. It's a perfect way to ruin a friendship with me. Oh, so I was going to do one of my rice buys. It's usually like $300-400. So I was going to do a just to open it to donations. Nobody could donate more than $10. Everyone would get an email confirmation and be shown a receipt for total revenue and a receipt for merchandise purchased, sacks of rice. And then at the end, it was just an exercise to show how easy it is to document this shit. And then a couple of people that were, close to me were like, no, don't get involved with money for any fucking reason, because they're just going to call you a grifter the minute you do, because that's what you're calling them out for. So if you want to maintain the upper hand, don't do shit for money. Don't take it. Don't give it. Nothing. Nobody can accuse me. I don't do super chats, donos. I'm sorry if that offends other creators and other people, but, I don't want to be a Finkel. I don't want to be a Finkel Jr. I don't want to be anything like Finkel. So if I don't give you money, I don't have to worry about leveraging you. Speaking of leveraging people, that powdered dusty retard apparently did actually sell a check on whatever eBay or wherever the fuck it was. And I think there may have been some legalities. I don't know how to say that vague enough. Let's just say legalities. The kind of stuff that leads to charges and shit like that. Carte Blanche says, that Ryder began legal proceedings against Todd, and it's still hanging in the wings. No, the case was dismissed, but it was a jurisdictional issue, so it's not dismissed with prejudice. So if they file it in the right jurisdiction, the court's going to fucking make Todd come and give account. Or sit there with his mouth shut and hope that he's not proven guilty by a jury of his peers. And then fucking Todd, you can't afford to be in fucking court, and especially in front of a jury. You can't fucking afford that at all. These are little local matters you're involved in. People are going to know who the fuck you are. They're going to have heard about you. And you're not going to be able to get yourself a fucking fair jury. Todd, stop talking about taking people to court. You're opening all kinds of fucking crazy doors for other people to fucking clock you. Todd, if you took me to court, right? My lawyer could have you in court at least once a month for the next 2 fucking years with nothing ever happening on the actual case. You don't have that kind of money, Todd. You're going to fuck yourself. You're going to fuck yourself monetarily in a way that your wife's going to say, that's it. No more of this shit. We're done. Get your shit. Get out of the fucking house. Go live around the corner with your ma, which might be why your wife encouraged you to bring your mother back, so that you would have a fucking place to go. Logan Sandman says, I did a GoFundMe for a puppy who has a hole in her heart. It's your fault you didn't get the money. You never gave me the right address. The puppy with the hole in the heart thing was shiz, right? Yeah, it was. Fucking. They're always trying to run some stupid fucking penny ante grift. Look, if you're gonna fuck, you have to know your price, right? If you're gonna steal money, I know my price. My price is $1 million. I ain't stealing shit under 1 million, and I'm only stealing $1 million if it's untraceable cash and I can take it and go. And for anyone who hasn't seen $1 million in a fucking duffel bag, you're not running from anybody. If somebody says, "Hey, stop," they're heavy as fuck. So it's got to be $1 million. You got to be able to move it. Invest that $1 million, 8% interest, 80 grand a year. You can call me a fucking thief. I don't, at that point in time, I wouldn't give a shit. So you got to know your price. Don't steal 20 grand, cash 20 grand, grab it, and you're fucking gone. Nobody will even ever know. Or, in time, they might figure it out. Don't do it, because it seems like a decent chunk of change, but it's not worth the price of being labeled a fucking thief. So if you're going to steal the one shot where you have enough to fucking live on the interest that you don't give a fuck if people call you a thief. And try to make amends for your wrongdoings and fucking, be quietly generous. Caritas, caritatum.
Thing. You wanted to get Millie Mouth with the truth, so to speak. You wanted to, by the way, Mimsy gave you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity.
Fuck Mimsy, your little bitch boy you sent running to fucking Ryder to beg him on your behalf to fucking say he would never sue you for the charge of stalking his daughter. He doesn't even have fucking kids. Oh, that's right. So that means Tiffany, the guardian, would have had to have signed off on the legal documents. And Todd will realize that in a little while, and he'll start going after Tiffany too.
Opportunity to do the right thing, Chris, to renounce you calling me a child stalker. And you failed to do it, Chris. What's up, Dragon Craft ladies? We got Georgia Transparency, Jay Burke, JP in the house, U-Haul, Glock Bloated, GJM, King Bluto. Wow, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing all right, King Bluto. And Broken Bones. And also we have Just Cause and Jay Birch. I think there was a couple other people that popped in before.
Todd will be drinking cognac later in this broadcast. He may have already had a drink or two, because look at the look on his face. Like he's biting his lip and shit. Crooked fucking mouth retard. So this is Todd. It's an act. He's acting calm. Todd's already fucking fired up. Let's just watch him one more time, because you can see he's already fucking little bitty bent.
To renounce you calling me a child stalker. And you failed to do it, Chris. What's up, Dragon Craft ladies? We got Georgia Transparency, Jay Burke, JP in the house, U-Haul, Glock Bloated, GJM, King Bluto. Wow, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing all right, King Bluto. And Broken Bones. And also we have Just Cause and Jay Birch. I think there was a couple other people that popped in before that. But you're on notice, Chris.
Hello, Dave. See, he's bitching at Chris a little bit, and then when he feels his blood pressure starting to boil, he bails out to the side chat and tries to, be more appreciative of his ever dwindling side chat. And, a chance for him to take a little breather, because, just the little bit he already said about Ryder's got him on the boil.
The clock is ticking for you, and you're going to have charges. If I will move every stone that I possibly can and turn it over to get charges pressed against you for my rights having been violated by you weaponizing the state against me. And if the state's not willing to do it, then I guess the state's going to be on the hook for taking my right.
Todd, you can't sue Ryder for that. You have to sue the fucking... Ryder called a thing in. The police came. The police assessed the situation, and the following day, the police said, hey, it might be a good idea if you surrender your weapons for a few days. Right? You can't sue Ryder for that because the decision was made by the police, the sheriff, whoever. It was by law enforcement. You can't go after Ryder for that. The police department can charge Ryder with making a false report if they want, but that's not something you do, Todd. Todd thinks he can just do it. Todd is getting very Sav-Siddish. Look at his eyes, man. Fucking dude. Bugging.
Rights away without correct due process. What's up, number one Taurus girl? So I get a call from Chris Ryder, and he wants me to send him the unedited, or just, you know, the actual videos. He feels as though he's entitled to this video. Well, it's interesting, Chris, because all you got to do is you got to use the open record request or go through the court system and request it online and pay whatever the surcharge is. I paid $25 for this. You're not entitled to.
Hello, Bandit. I love you, bro. You're funny as fuck.
To get this video. And I know that you want me to send it to you so you can then send it to Daniel Boquist, so you can then send it to Georgia Transparency, so you could send it to any number of these people so that they can then clip it up and try to bastardize it and try to turn it.
Todd, you stream all fucking day long, dude. You stream people's videos. You streamed some auditor yesterday for like, dude, it was at least a half an hour. You didn't say a fucking word. And then when you did talk, it was stupid. You put up Ryder's trial footage. That's public domain, that footage. People can clip that out of your fucking stream and show it. And there's nothing you can fucking do about it, even if you paid for it. It's still public domain. You're just the dumb guy that paid for it.
Into as much of a hit piece against JJ as possible. You're gonna have to earn it, Chris. You're gonna have to earn it. It's gonna have my watermark on it. I'm tired of being used by so many people, and not getting anything in return, Chris.
I don't see when you don't get what you want, Todd, which was always an expectation. It was never outwardly stated. So people have no idea what you have in your head that you think they owe you, right? This situation you create will, stroke of luck, win the fucking lottery odds of a good outcome. You're bumbling through this shit. You have no plan. Because you're making threats you just can't fucking do.
A lot of people don't realize this, Chris, but the whole time that you thought you were winning me over or controlling and puppet.
His voice is cracking a little
Chris,
bit right here.
A lot of people don't realize this, Chris, but the whole time that you thought you were winning me over or controlling and puppeting me, Chris.
He's hurt. This is everything Todd's saying here is a lie, and Todd is hurt. Dumb fuck, trusted Ryder. You fucking stupid dude. And all the fucking anti-JJ shit, it all came out of fucking Ryder and Tiffany's mouths. Like, Todd's fucking... Todd, you just seem fucking scared, man. Todd, the optics of you is scared, and you're talking tough. Like, your bluff is going to get fucking called, Todd, because your body language says you're fucking scared.
By so many people, and not getting anything in return, Chris. A lot of people don't realize this, Chris, but the whole time that you thought you were winning me over,
he's almost
or
fucking
controlling
crying.
and puppeting me, Chris.
He's almost crying.
A lot of people don't realize this, Chris, but the whole time that you thought you were winning me over or controlling and puppeting me, Chris, I was communicating with JJ Scarborough. all of this.
Wait, did Todd just admit to being duplicitous? A subversive? Practicing deception and counter deception? None of that shit is the truth, Todd. You keep talking about how you love the truth and you keep fucking exposing yourself doing devious shit to feed your fucking ego.
Everything, Chris. Everything that we were talking about, JJ knew. Even the things that you think would be damning against me. Even the evidence that you claim that when you asked for open record request and JJ basically sent you a bunch of threatening things, snail mail to your
Jimbo, come on, seriously. Quit fucking around.
house. And I said to you very clearly, Chris Ryder, all you got to do is prove that to me by showing me the evidence. If you tell me that you have an uninterrupted chain of custody, Chris Ryder, of you, having this letter from JJ Scarborough, of you videotaping it, breaking that seal. Thank you, Steve. I'll be right with you in a second. You breaking that seal and opening up the envelope and all the things that you claimed that JJ sent to you sans the record request that you asked for.
Sans. What fucking YouTube creator says sans? That's no one fucking says that. Who did Todd copy that from? Be a good one to find. Look at him shifty-eyed looking out the fucking... Toddy's scared. Oh, toddler.
And I said to you very clearly that would be the piece of a puzzle that I would say, yes, JJ Scarborough did some effed up stuff and that was wrong. That would have been considered, in my opinion.
We all saw the shit. Fucking somebody had a video of it. And Freeman Press X, who I confused with, I'm so sorry, with the Freeman that's got fucking legal issues at the moment. So I acknowledge that. I apologize for that. KTZ said she was gone to bed. Is she back? She keeps doing that. Go to sleep, girl. Toddy.
Opinion, him threatening you. But you didn't produce that, did you, Chris? And I actually talked to JJ about that tonight. About what actually was.
Oh, did he just do it? He did a little fucking whimper.
Opinion, him threatening you. But you didn't produce that, did you, Chris? And I actually talked to JJ about that tonight.
He's cracking. Oh, that was right on the fucking whimper. Sorry. 5 more seconds. His voice is cracked. Right after his voice cracks, he fucking whimpers.
You didn't produce that, did you, Chris? And I actually talked to JJ about that tonight. About what actually was sent. And he said, well, part of that's true. Part of that's true.
What? Hang on. 7 minutes, 20 seconds in. I got to clip that and bring the fucking sound up.
But none of it was considered a threat, Chris. So you once again used a lot of liberty with the truth, Chris, as you often do, as you are wont to do, Chris.
If I can isolate that sound well, I need somebody who does the AI shit to do the lil Toddy squeak toy.
Chris, you took a lot of liberty with the truth. Guys, I cannot. You guys have no concept.
Dove, I think the same of Finkel too. I think that Todd and don't worry, Todd. Nobody's going to hit you. Relax, buddy. I think that both Todd and Finkel have no real unique personality of their own. I think they're fucking human mimics. I think that's why they don't have long-term friendships. They drive people fucking crazy.
The times that I was sitting right next to JJ Scarborough when he was contacting certain entities, you guys have no concept of what I know. And for those of you that got offended by the fact that I had Chris Ryder on my panel on multiple occasions, y'all thought I was buddying up to him. Y'all thought I was kissing his ass. I was getting snowballed by him again. Listen, I get it. Not everyone's going to know everything that's going on. Not everyone. Not everyone. But the right people knew. And there's a couple people that I let slip through the cracks that I am going to reach out to soon to let them know. Sorry, but there's a reason why I was doing exactly what I was doing.
Well, Ryder's going to detail it. He's going to start getting into it later on in the stream. Yeah, what Ryder's holding over Todd's head really has Todd bothered. Really, like guilty conscience bothered. It's a little bit creepy.
Chris Ryder, the sands in the hourglass are almost empty for you. And it's not a threat for your life. It's not a threat of
KTZ, I thought about doing it. I really thought about doing it. I probably will just for the joke of it, but I thought about doing it as soon as I heard him bitch about, people better wildly transform this. Okay, I'll cover your fucking watermarks with my watermarks, and I'll crop the image. Been changed. Then I'll add better commentary to it and mock your commentary of it. Oh, it's multi-level. 5D chess, so to speak, toddler.
violence. That's nothing of a...
Todd thinks Chris Ryder is some fucking mastermind who plays 5D chess because 3 wasn't a big enough fucking number.
sort. JJ Scarborough won tonight. The preliminary, this is not the official word.
Why does Todd have sweatbands on? He's got a black one on his right wrist, and it looks like a gray one on his left wrist, if there is one on his left wrist. But I haven't seen sweatpants since the fucking late 70s, early 80s. It's a fucking baseball player thing.
But he won. It was close. And there were a lot of people going for him. A lot of people gunning for him. Some dirty deeds being done dirt cheap. There's some things that I'm not really going to talk about yet because I got some plans. I got some citizen journalism that I'm planning on doing. I'm going to show some of these news organizations what.
Are you a journalist or are you a citizen journalist? Now you're kind of maybe acknowledging that you're subpar, not perfect. You're not a journalist. You're a citizen journalist. Is that like a child with a fucking coloring book versus a fucking another person with a fucking palette of paint?
What journalism actually looks like. I'm going to educate Mark's organization, citizens, some things that I'm not really going to talk about yet because I got some plans. I got some citizen journalism that I'm planning on doing.
You don't have plans, Todd. You have grandiose ideas that the minute they don't blossom overnight, you fucking curse the rose bush and rip it out.
I'm going to show some of these news organizations what journalism actually looks like. I'm going to educate Mark Stevens. Mark Stevens, I'm talking to you right now. If you're listening, you wouldn't reach out to me. You wouldn't reach out to me for comment because of this sign right here. Well, I mean, I was named in your video. You would have thought you would have reached out, at least sent me an email asking me if I had any comments. What was the reason why you didn't reach out to me? Because I would have had nothing negative to say to that man right here, JJ Scarborough. Was that the reason why you didn't reach out to me, Mark Stevens? Sounds like that was biased reporting. Sounds like you didn't do your due diligence. Sounds like that might have been a targeted attack on JJ Scarborough, and that the news might have been weaponized. I also think it's interesting that JJ's
flippity floppity. Todd's back on JJ's side. Holy moly. What? Now you're betraying Ryder, so that's why you're all fucking worried. Because Ryder's local, man. Ryder could show up, thump the fucking shit out of you. That's what you're worried about, Toddy. You're no tough guy, Todd. Fuck, now Todd has to stay in the basement. You better hope somebody don't fucking break a window and shove a fucking garden hose in there. on full blast. Hopefully you're in the room when it happens, but then again, that might be a fucking terrifying situation. Might be better to just let the basement get flooded.
Sounds like that might have been a targeted attack on JJ Scarborough, and that the news might have been weaponized. I also think it's interesting that JJ's opposition, Gibbs, was giving money to Wave 3 to advertise on their website. Conflict of interest? Is it kind of like when the big news organizations kind of turn a blind eye to pharmaceuticals?
Where the fuck did the pharmaceutical? What? That's a fucking huge leap there, toddler. Why did... Oh, that's all right anyway, because I'm sorry, I should have been playing it.
To Wave 3 to advertise on their website. Conflict of interest? Is it kind of like when the big news organizations kind of turn a blind eye to pharmaceuticals?
The media enemies Todd has are the equivalent of fucking giant pharmaceutical companies that sweat gold nuggets. What's going on with your nose, Todd? You're sniffling a lot. You're rubbing it a lot. What you got going up there, buddy? You have been hanging around with Ryder. Are you back on the meth? Little Toddster back on the meth? That's a question, Todd. Is little Toddster back on the meth?
So I got a lot more questions about Wave 3. And, I understand there's some dangers and a bunch of people with a much bigger budget than I am, trying to pick into my life and peek into my life. But like I said, I have sandwich.
No, Dove, that's on the upper arm. I'm talking down on the wrist. I see his armband thing up on his upper arm over his bicep. I'm talking down. He's got sweatbands on his wrists. Fucking weird. It's not the first time I've seen it either. Todd, you look fucking old, bro. You look old, dude. You need a clean shave, put a collared shirt on. You need to get up, move around. You're getting a little round-shouldered, Toddy.
Board and legs will travel.
Todd has sandwich board and legs. He's claiming he will travel. Only weeks ago, Todd was claiming to be basically chair-bound. Todd will be the first motorized sandwich board picketer in picketing history. Mark my words, today, May the 21st, 2026.
I'm very interested in finding some answers as to why certain things never did happen. And there are a few people know what I'm talking about.
Todd wants to know why things didn't happen. Oh my God. Todd keeps trying to prove things that did happen, and his stories keep getting holes punched in them. So he just fucking flipped it. Now he wants people to prove to him why things didn't happen. I mean, kind of all the proof you need is they didn't happen. There could be a myriad of reasons why shit didn't happen. It just didn't happen. Why did you count your chickens before your little eggies hatched, Toddy? It's almost like you set yourself up to be disappointed.
Mark Stevens knows, JJ Scarborough knows, and I know that there was an offer on the table.
There was an offer on the table.
And that offer was never taken, was it, Steve?
And that offer was never taken. I guess it wasn't an offer that he couldn't refuse because he refused it. Right, Toddy?
Mark Stevens. Was it?
When you make offers that can be refused and you're trying to communicate this fucking, this cabal. If you just resist the order and don't fucking do it, I guess that group doesn't have a whole lot of fucking power. So why are they pushing you around, Todd?
Because you didn't want the truth, did you, Mark Stevens? You wanted a narrative. Well, congratulations.
Well, he's a media guy, Todd. What'd you expect? They're no more about the fucking truth than you are. You're not about the truth. You've confessed to three different duplicitous fucking clickbait, clickbait. So fucking retarded. Like the whole clickbait excuse is fucking gay. Todd, you're gonna fuck yourself royally like proper fuck.
I have a narrative now.
Oh, Toddy's got a narrative. Here we go. Welcome to Toddlerville. We're all gonna look in the magic mirror now and see a delusion.
And accountability is part of that narrative. Let's see. We drew straws.
Right there. Accountability is part of Todd's narrative. You know it. Right off the rip, you signaled it's bullshit. When have you been accountable for anything, Todd? Finkel had to give you the fucking $3,000 for the lawyer money. And now Finkel knows if your wife's draperies match the fucking carpet.
GS drew the short straw. That means GS has to
short straw. That's the other thing too, Todd, is you're putting on affectations with your voice and you're losing track of them. Hillary Clinton.
And accountability is part of that narrative. Let's see. We drew straws. GS drew the short straw. That means GS has to tell for public safety that. Wait for it. JJ won. Yep, Chris. JJ won. And now this is.
What does that mean, Todd? That means you're no longer paranoid about JJ and you're now going to go after fucking. You're going to double down on Ryder because you have a desire to suck that JJ from the back.
This is likely going to be a recount because it was close. The preliminary numbers that I saw, it looked to me like there was about a 60% advantage for JJ each time something came in. I was off. There were less than, I don't know. I don't even know how much. Come here, over the side, buddy. You can't bang in. Hi, handsome. I don't know how much Rear ended up getting, but I know it was close between Gibbs, and I know it was close between JJ.
If they hadn't split the fucking anti-JJ vote, JJ would be gone. That's just third-party voter dynamics. If you add a third into there, fuck shit up. KTZ says the mimicking is a sign of certain personality disorders that include histrionic personality disorders, borderline personality disorder, and antisocial personality disorder. Ding, ding, ding. Tic-tac-toe. KTZ gets 3 for 3.
And I would say that there's a couple people in the chat right now that had a big part to play in that. A lot of people, like there's one right there. So GS works with JJ. I am confused. JJ is supported by me. He always has been.
Okay, so Spartan, that means they knew who GS was and they just didn't see any value to adding him. I mean, come on, man. I bet you somebody talked to fucking Todd and then they just didn't want to have anything to do with Todd anymore. I mean, these are professional journalists, so you get one shot with them. You fuck around or they just don't like you dynamically, bye-bye. You're done.
Dude, get over here. Over here. You can't keep hitting my arm. I'm running a show, bro. JJ Scarborough has always been supported by me.
Fucking Ben Buttercup, 7407 with a fucking zinger. I think Todd means gerbalism. He's a gerbalist. Send that to the AI guys.
See, people see what they want to see and they hear what they want to hear.
Isn't that Finkel's little thing? Todd, if you're delusional, you see what you want to see and you hear what you want to hear. But if you elevate your perspective, right? There's the difference between the macro level view and the micro level view. That's where the three-dimensionality starts to come into it. Space, 2 layers of space and time. Like, you're not even there think-wise yet, Todd. The 30,000 foot view is always different than the fucking micro view. You're all micro view. You get fucked over all the time. But then again, Finkel is billboarding that you're usable for money. His money.
People saw me having Chris Ryder up on my panel and they thought, oh, he's switched sides. He's blah, blah, blah. He's a loose cannon. He's out of control. Right? Out of control. This, that, and the other thing. No, everyone says if Chris Ryder gets up on a panel, he'll eventually say something that'll end up getting his butt in a sling.
Yeah, and he does it with everybody, but you just keep fucking letting him get away with it. When do you say no, Todd? When do you just say no? You're not getting shit for ratings anymore, Todd. The fucking Ryder thing is dead and done, and you're just digging it to a point where you're gonna get stuck in the hole.
Right? But then all of a sudden, people didn't want Chris Ryder on my panel. But it had something to do, I think, with the fact that certain people were protecting the Benghazi rabbit, otherwise known as Billy Barthel.
You have the right to remain silent, says, I've never heard of anyone ever getting kicked out of a church besides Todd. Of course, I was a little bit older at the time. But, my late high school years, I was confirmed a Catholic, so I was still going to CCD classes. And my last, both instructors, teachers, whatever you fucking call them, volunteer parents that fucking did the CCD shit, both of them asked me not to come back. Like, they didn't tell me I couldn't come back, but they definitely expressed a desire that I didn't go back. Because I fucking questioned everything they said. And, these people weren't, they're not academically educated. So some people have an element of fucking kooky shit they just make up to fucking bear with shit they can't explain. And, that's the very shit I love to question.
He'll eventually say something that'll end up getting his butt in a sling. Right? But then all of a sudden, people didn't want Chris Ryder on my panel. But it had something to do, I think, with the fact that certain people were protecting the Benghazi rabbit, otherwise known as Billy Barthel. Now, in that, I do support Chris Ryder in him trying to find out the truth of what happened to Andrea. Was he doing it because he had nothing else to talk about? Perhaps, because he hasn't really brought it up since.
Some JJ said his name when they were doing a group picture, and JJ was getting a little interview going on. He pointed out everybody that was there, because I think MBK and Rabbit were there also. I don't think you see Todd because Todd was the cameraman, but his name was said. And then someone in the chat earlier said that his YouTube channel was mentioned too. So, Toddy feels like he got slighted, KTZ. And the reality is, you're not really part of the fucking story, Todd. There's no slot in this narrative for fucking red nose and big goofy shoes, Todd. You a clown.
Since. He really hasn't brought it up since. But that I do agree with. That there needs to be some voice for that woman to find out exactly what happened. Now, I will tell you guys this. And
did he say that, Misty-Eyed Girl? I have no idea what a blind's eye is. It's a blind's eye view. That's when you lob a shot and you hit direct. You just get fucking lucky. You couldn't see what you were aiming at.
And I will tell you this right now. I was recently sent the first 3 minutes of the 911 call.
Hello, Basso. This is bullshit. I haven't verified it, but North Carolina residents, that's where the 911 call for Rabbit and Lion 1 took place. They don't release the fucking audio. That you can FOIA a transcript, but they don't release the audio. So I don't think Todd heard shit, right? Maybe somebody made some shit up and played it for dumb guys like Todd to keep them fired up and blabbing. If you have it, Todd, play it. Don't talk about it if you ain't gonna fucking play it, because there were way too many times you said you had shit. You talk about shit 2-3 times, and then you just forget what you were fucking talking about. Scaredy Todd.
And I'm going to get back to JJ, but I'm going to let you guys know this. It was hard to listen to. It was very hard to listen to.
It was hard to listen to. Okay, so why are you going to play it for everybody then? What if it's a difficult thing to listen to, right, Todd? Because you're building this shit all up. Why would you play it? Why would you play it? You wouldn't play it. You don't have it to play. You have a transcript at best. Or, there is corruption and you're fucking part of it. You're the recipient of the dissemination of information that's not supposed to be disseminated. But you seem to make these claims a lot. Like, you have a dick pic of Rabbit, which you not only offered to send to Untrackable, but apparently there's documentation that the dick pic was actually sent to someone in Indiana. Who do we know that's friendly with Todd and resides in Indiana? You see how knotted up these motherfuckers get? Now Ryder can hold over Todd's head. You sent me male pornography that I did not request. Todd better be able to prove that Ryder asked for that.
Too. Very, very hard to listen to. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to do some research into whether or not that can be exposed, whether or not there could be a transcript or anything like that. But I will look into that before I act.
All right, let's see. What's Toddy going to do here? He's got a list. Ooh, he's doing that side glance thing again. Were you waiting for somebody to pop around the corner there, kid?
It was very hard to listen to.
Sticky in the neck with a knife.
Very, very hard to listen to. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to do some research into whether or not that can be.
Ladies and gentlemen, that in the media business is known as a teaser. Tune in at 11.
Exposed, whether or not there could be a transcript or anything like that. But I will look into that before I actually release any of that. If I release it, I'm probably going to do a 10-show series where there'll be 3 minutes of each clip, voice clip. And I don't know, guys, there's some interesting things happening there. Okay, a few people came in here. Freeman Press says the majority of the Republican voters rejected JJ.
Remember the old AIDS chocolate candy right before AIDS whatever the fuck it is. But there was a dietary chocolate square that was called AIDS, and the commercial was AIDS. They help you lose weight. Toddy. Maybe it is an Ozempic. Todd showed a picture of him with Stinkel. And Todd said he climbed a 80-foot rock wall or something. Bullshit. It's clickbait, man. It's clickbait. Can't believe you believe that. Todd's got a picture of himself. There's no way you climbed 80 foot up, Todd. Your legs are so fucking scrawny. No way, dude. I guarantee it's fucking maybe 6 foot high. And your feet, which aren't shown in the picture, can't be seen. Because that's how you communicate height in a photograph, Todd. You show space below the feet. Everything above the head doesn't fucking matter. If you want to communicate height off the ground, you take the photo so that you get as much of the body as possible and all of the space that communicates height below your feet. You did the exact opposite of that, Todd. You're more duplicitous deception, subversive behaviors of a liar who claims to be about the truth.
No, I would say it was probably. Well, I mean, I guess you could argue that, but guess who's the jailer? Freeman Press. Dragoncraft Lady says, in my opinion, JJ has always been a stand-up man in what he believes and stands for. Yeah, see, yeah,
JJ's a stand-up guy, except when he's ripping off the county, getting them involved in fucking no-bid contracts, getting a fucking payola fucking truck and free gasoline. Come on, toddler. Jesus. Giving his fucking hoo-ah the biggest fucking pay raise that county's probably ever fucking seen. Allegedly in Minecraft.
And I will say that I did fall for some of the like boot body scam, block scam, saying that JJ was talking smack behind my back. That
Peace Dynamo. If you did that to me, I would just call the fucking service provider and have it rehooked and my name put on the billing. That's Todd's problem, though. Todd can't afford the fucking deposit to get it turned on.
He never did like me, this, that, thing. I got to admit, I let that get into my head.
What? Oh, I got more of this. Hold on. All right, bear with me. I scared myself. Don't go away. We got 48 good motherfuckers listening in the chat. Hang around. I got more. I had recorded it in 2 pieces and it had already started. So that was the first 15 minutes, which I didn't get till later. And I know I can stream it from his site, but the side chat isn't there. And we have people in my audience who love to look in the side chat. Give me a chance to bring it up. I'm very slow at this stuff. I'm really high. Actually, an hour and a half. This is a good time to take a little break. I'm going to take my beverage is empty. I'm going to take my refresh my beverage and my buzz, and I'll be right back. Let me just get us to the point where we were at. Oh, that's not the right one. That's the one we just watched. My bad. Sorry about that. Hang on. Help me. I've been hypnotized. Help me. There we go. Sweet. 49 still in the chat. Thanks for sticking around. Much appreciated. Okay, so I need to go 15 minutes into this. Oh. We didn't even get to the court point yet. We're pretty close, though. Sorry, let me get this queued up before I go. Waiting for it to sync up. Wow, what the fuck? Let's see. I don't think I quite got all of it, so took me a minute to find my spot. As much as it'll probably disappoint some people, I'm gonna go get even more high than I am, because I usually wait 2 hours, but tonight I'm only waiting an hour and a half, and we'll put the musical interlude right in the middle of the stream. Here we go. Back in about 14 minutes.
shoe. Cause the soul that you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow. Don't you let that deal go down. Don't you let that deal go down. Oh, no. I've been gambling hereabouts for 10 long solid years. And let me tell you, if you know that all that went down, it would burn on both of your ears. Ghost of song that you don't ever know. Play each card and watch it slow. Don't you let that deal go down. Don't you let that deal go down. Don't you let that deal go down. No. Since you pulled the teeth for me, well, and you tightened up my shoe. Well, I don't want to leave you here composing lonesome blues. Ghost to show that you don't ever know. You better watch each card and baby play it slow. Don't you let that deal go down. 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 Yeah. Don't you let it be. Say, don't you let it. There we go.
I'm going to let that run a little bit in the background. It's got a few more minutes to play. And I want to get moving. Shuggy Fly. Morning all. Lurking while I drive to work. Have a good day, Shuggy.
Don't you let that deal
Good
go
girl,
down.
Cart. Good girl. Don't let
you
that
let
deal go
that
down.
deal go down. Don't you let that deal go down. Oh, don't you let that deal go down. 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 Don't you let it go. Go down, down, go down.
Crows rock, man. I love them guys. I was so happy when they covered that fucking tune. All right, we need to share screen. Should remove this. I should remove this. We'll do a little share screen. We'll move on with this. I want to jump ahead to the. I don't really care about the Ryder and court shit. Nothing really happened. Postponed again. We'll jump to the Ryder confrontation with lil Toddy. Caroline Fort Worth, a Texas girl, makes an appearance also. I don't really know anything about her. I was unimpressed. There we go. Side chat's working. Let me see if I can. I don't want to go full screen. Theater mode. Theater mode. Nice. All right, here we go. Toddy and the Sperg. We lost about 10 listeners during the tunes portion. Look, man, if you can't hang during the tunes, I don't know what to tell you. It's good music, bro. Spartan School of Wrestling, who has tickets to see the Crows later this year. The Crows are great, but Chris Robinson is more self-destructive than this whole panel we're about to see combined. I guess. It's a brother thing. Creedence Clearwater Revival had the same fucking problem. The Fogertys fucking hated each other. Holy shit. Court battle after court battle, the name of the band, the rights of the songs. Guess that John Fogerty was a little bit of a prick. Maybe in honor of him, we'll play Keep On Chugling next time. Carolina is a Chilky? You mean Chili? Like DeCastro? A Chili acolyte? Oh, that's funny as fuck. Chili has students. He has adherents. Thanks for letting me know that. If you are saying Chili, type that right, Shuggy.
JJ. But I'm going to let you guys know this. It was hard to listen to.
Okay, so we have a little bit of overlap here. There was talk about it during the musical break. North Carolina doesn't release the audio of 911 calls. You can FOIA a transcript. Different states have different rules. So the person who said they don't see a crime in playing it, well, if you're not authorized to have it and you start disseminating it, that's where fucking problems start to rear their ugly head. Thank God Todd is a fucking dummy. But this is all bluff. Todd don't have shit. Todd has fucking shit that Ryder told him. That's all Todd has. Shuggy says, hashtag FIC driving. Speech to text, motherfucker. Speech to text.
It was very hard to listen to. Very, very hard to listen to. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to do some research into whether or not that can be exposed, whether or not there can.
He's going to do research into it. Todd, you can't fucking play it. Please play it, dude. If you have it, play it. Please. You can't. You're going to open up a can of fucking worms. And you don't really have a recording, Todd. I'm calling your bluff. You're bullshit.
It could be a transcript or anything like that. But I will look into that before I actually release any of that. If I release it. I'm probably going to do a 10-show series where there'll be 3 minutes of each.
That was the other thing in the side chat. They're 10 3-minute blurbs. Hitman janitor / citizen journalist. He's a regular Clark Kent, this fucking guy. Super Todd.
Each clip. Voice clip. And I don't know, guys. There's some interesting things happening there. Okay.
Yeah, Todd doesn't have the attention span to do a 10-show series, even if each one is only 3 minutes long.
A few people came in here. Freeman Press says the majority of the
That would mean Todd would have to stay on topic for 30 minutes. It's not fucking doable.
Republican voters rejected JJ. Now I would say it was probably. Well, I mean, I guess you could argue that, but guess who's the jailer? Freeman Press. Dragoncraft lady says, in my opinion, JJ has always been a stand-up man.
Sugar, are you fucking kidding me? You don't have speech to text? What the fuck is going on in Europe?
And what he believes and stands for. Yeah, see, I will say that I did fall for some of the like boot body scam, block scam, boot block scam.
Boot. Why are you tripping up on Boot's name? Does he scare you too?
Saying that JJ was talking smack behind my back, that he never did like me.
It's called fucking with you, Todd. It's clickbait. It's in the vein of clickbait. You're just getting shit talked. Oh, Todd's the victim. This is what happens when you push your friends away and stab them in the back on the way out the fucking door. You don't have to do it all to all of them, but one or two of them. And they're a group, dude. Duh. You knew that when you started fucking with them. You thought they were your group. You were just a member of the group that proved himself of little to no value.
This, that, and the other thing. I got to admit, I let that get into my head. I did. And it was convenient that even though these people say that they were friends of JJ, that's not good behavior, in my opinion. So I did let some of that affect me. I'm not going to lie about that. That did have an.
Of course, it affected you. You're trying to sell this clickbait thing where you were trolling Chris Ryder the whole time. Now you're admitting that the shit that was said about JJ got in your fucking ear, and you acted on it. This is one of the worst fucking mea culpas I've ever heard.
An effect on me, but I forgive you. I forgive you. And I have looked JJ Scarborough.
No, you don't, Todd, because you'll just keep bringing it up.
Scarborough dead in his eyes. I spoke to him on the phone last night, and I actually shook his hand tonight and looked him dead in his eyes. And he said, "No harm, no foul." I said, "Well, I feel like
it would be look him straight in the eye, not which communicates, an idea that it's an honest conversation, but dead in the eye. Dead eye is always a shooting thing where you fucking one-shot somebody. I don't know, Todd. Odd choice of wording. But then again, you did drop out of high school.
like maybe there was some harm, but I'll let it go and I'll accept that. If that's what you want to have that be erased, thank you. I do appreciate that. But I should have dealt.
Damn, that's a dog joke, Mears. Yeah, you should have dealt with it like a fucking man, Todd, instead of like a fucking gossipy sewing circle bitch boy.
I'll let it go and I'll accept that. If that's what you want to have that be erased, thank you. I do appreciate that. But I should have dealt with JJ based on his actions and his choices and his behaviors directly to me and not what a lot of people on the peripherals was saying. I should have dealt with what JJ Scarborough.
It's people on the periphery, not on the peripherals. What the fuck is it? Yeah, I don't even... It doesn't fit, Todd. On the periphery. What are the peripherals? Like little fucking wagon carts?
Scarborough said and did toward me. And if I would have stuck with that, there's no way that I would have had a shadow of doubt in my mind that JJ Scarborough was a true friend to me. And for that, again, I publicly apologize.
Why do you have to publicly apologize if you were just fucking... Nice freeze frame. Bringing that imaginary cock to your mouth. Here, JJ, let me lick the helmet. Let me buff it out for you. Ah, Toddy, Todd. Flippity floppity. You let Ryder shit get in your ear. You were hip to it the whole... What the fuck, man? Can't be both. Cannot be both. You were almost crying before, twice.
See, that's how you do it, Chris Ryder. That's how you do it. That's how you withdraw statements, or you at least...
Is it how you do it, Todd? Usually you just say what happened, I fucked up, I'm sorry, and you move the fuck on. You're like fucking beating this fucking dead horse. You doubted JJ. You said shitty things about JJ. Don't fucking soapbox and then say this is how it should be done. No, dude, you shouldn't have to do it to start with, buddy.
Express regret, or you just straight up apologize, Chris Ryder. It's called taking ownership as a man and being responsible for the words that come out of your mouth. Win, lose, or draw, Chris. You had your opportunity to publicly rescind your stalking claims. You didn't know it, Chris. I told you that there was a fuse on the end of that offer, and that fuse went out tonight. You called me expecting a favor from me when you couldn't even have the decency to publicly retract your spurious, felonious, disgusting, and endangering of my family claims against me and my
Felonious. I would have said baloney-ish, for the working class guy. You're not a good communicator, Todd. And you're too dry, and you're not funny, and you're full of fucking anger. You blow, dude. You're the reason why I had to take a couple days off. It's fucking taxing listening to your shit.
my family, which ended up losing my rights for a period of time. I'm going to let my dog out real quick, but guys, welcome to the show. It's going to be an interesting show, and I'm gonna do almost an entirely uninterrupted. Yes, there's an Easter egg in here for those of you that caught it last night. But you're gonna get this, and you're gonna watch this, and I'm gonna try not to interrupt it. Okay. So that way you'll get the impact that this actually
Awesome.
deserves,
Right in
and
the book.
not me adding my flavor to it. So if you're getting ready to record now. But remember, that's my image. I went and paid for this.
Hold on, because this little threat that Todd makes is funny. Carte Blanche says, did Pale Boy just say he lost his rights? Yeah, he claims that because Ryder called in a wellness check or, whatever fucking shit he reported to the police. 5150, I actually think it was. And, they did a little investigation. They had asked Todd some questions. And then the next day they told him that they wanted him to bring in his firearms and surrender them. So Todd claims that his right to bear arms was stripped from him.
That's my image.
This is
I went and
Todd's
paid
image.
for this.
Todd went and paid for this.
And some of you might not have permission to show this.
Some of you might not have permission to show this. I don't fucking think so, Todd. This is a fucking public domain. You're just the dope that paid $25 to have it burned onto a CD.
Unless you transform the hell out of it. So you better transform the hell out of it. Otherwise, I am going to be.
I'm going to do some transforming like I'm doing now, Todd, responding to what you just said. But I think it would be best to do only the minimum transforming, lest people think that I allowed you to bully me with nonsensical statements and threats of court. Todd, you can't afford to falsely copyright strike someone. Your account's got strikes on it. Be careful, Todd. We don't want you to go away. We want you to stay.
Be following copyright strikes. So we can play this game. Y'all like to come after me and my channel? We can play this game. We can absolutely play this.
Can you define coming after you, Todd? Because I'm not out to, I don't want to destroy your channel. I just want to take pot shots at your shitty fucking manufactured reputation. A reputation is something you have because you earned it. Todd, your reputation, it's the exact opposite of what you fucking think it is. Sadly. You got to stop letting Finkel blow smoke up your ass.
This game. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the flip side of this.
So I'll probably, maybe I'll leave. I'm going to screen record this and release it as a fucking separate thing because Todd's just a fucking douchebag who needs to be fucking put in his place sometimes. Very aggressive and needy, this fucking Todd kid. The bow stuff is boring. Where does the Ryder's got the rough icon? He comes in. No, there he is. Boom, bah. Oh no, he's here. Shit. Right before this. There you go. Fat bitch tit Finkel, Toddy, and the bad badger Bow. I'm losing a little respect for Bow. Why are you hanging out with these fucking clowns?
Unless you hang up on them.
Rage quit.
The rage quit. Yeah, rage quit on them.
Unless you rage quit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he helped Hot Mess Summer out. I don't know if you're familiar with her though, but she does. Go ahead.
I'm exposed to her YouTube channel.
Okay.
I've seen a couple of her panels as well.
Well, I kind of regret not going with you and, taking some video and stuff and kind of helping promote. And I probably should have gave you some money to donate to it.
But just like the McDonald's fucking mukbang with fucking Tav, Todd never seems to have his wallet ready. Someone else is always paying the check.
But like I said, my body was,
Yeah.
I just was like, I got no energy, bro. I don't know what's going on the last few days. I'm just.
Todd, eat more broth and buy a bathrobe because you go in the fucking HIV route. One day outdoors and you're wiped out. Come on, Todd. I just had fucking heart surgery, major. In better shape than the two of you fucking combined. You know what? I'm thinking about it. Don't take this as an offer. This is just a thought I have. I might want to fight you and Finkel simultaneously. No weapons, no rules. I'm thinking about it, Toddy. I'll let you know. Finkster. He'll have to stop in the middle of the fight to have a fucking smoke.
Just like no battery whatsoever.
It got so hot in my car, my iPhone shut down. I didn't have the Waze for a while.
You didn't have the windows up and going?
I had the windows open. I was doing everything I could to keep it cool in there, but
did you have it up in the sun?
Yeah, I had it mounted.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Sunlight make things hot. Todd, bright boy. Window magnify. Make even hotter.
Yeah, you got to tuck that in the shade because that was starting to happen to mine too at one point in time. Yeah. So, Bao, what are your thoughts about the fact that Chris Ryder thought that I was his best buddy and shit for like the last 3 or 4 weeks?
What are my thoughts about how Chris Ryder thought he was your best? My thought on that is super sneaky.
So I think that Bao's working with Ryder because Bao brings up, Todd did the harsh out on Ryder in the beginning. Ryder hasn't shown up yet. Bao starts talking about Ryder. Boom, Ryder appears.
If that's true.
Like Bao is fucking playing Todd.
And well done, well played. Yeah.
Well,
right?
I wasn't really lying, and I wasn't really deceiving him. I was, in fact, in agreement with him and I looking into what happened to Andrea, and I've said that earlier. That has been consistent. Everyone started this crazy narrative, even though Chris and I both agreed and told everyone that would listen.
I think an estrogen shot would do Todd well.
We are not buddies. We are not pals. We are just in agreement on this one particular thing.
I thought
Finkel's AC's broken in his car. That's why I own a Jeep. AC doesn't really matter. Take the fucking top off. Take the doors off. Just keep moving.
you were very clear about that every time you guys were on a panel together.
Yeah.
You didn't hold back, but he's like, oh, I got a friend.
Dismally rainy there, huh, Shuggy? Gray all day.
He's an interesting character.
Yeah. So I did try to give Chris an opportunity to retract his statement publicly. But I think even if he did do a public apology, that's not going to stop the actions that I'm planning on doing here.
Yeah,
in
but you
the
guys-
next coming months.
He put you and your family through some shit.
It's all Ryder's fault.
I'm
It's no fault of Todd for overreacting to shit and getting involved with people's kids and shit. Yeah. No, Todd didn't bring any of this shit on himself. It's all Ryder's fault.
nice until I'm not. And I think people need
Todd, driving over 100 miles to meet someone's underage daughter is, well, that's worse than me asking a guy if I have to tell him what his kids are wearing at the bus stop to get off his ass and get his fucking job done. You just went to meet with a woman's fucking underage daughter, and the guardian of that person who was friends with you isn't willing to back you up. And is now questioning your motivation and saying, I got a little bubbly ginger ale down the wrong pipe. Take me a moment to fucking work that out. So, Todd, going to actually meet with a child is, it's fucking weirdness. Because you're going to try to get dirt from the child on fucking Tiffany or Chris. Your plan kind of backfired. But in the future, for YouTube creators and, the listening audience in general, going to meet a child, never a good thing. I mean, if you meet up with a kid's parents and they happen to be there, okay. But going to meet up with a child, I don't know, Todd. I hope that's not what happened.
need to understand that I think everyone has a limit. Oh, by the way, Fink, apparently Direct D put my wife on a thumbnail. Remember how he had him and Tiffany kissing?
Yeah.
Tiffany, who has her own channel, is a public entity out there on YouTube, as a content creator. And my wife, who doesn't have any real presence on YouTube except for when degenerate felons in Arizona decide to drag her onto it.
Felons in Arizona? Come on, Todd. Are you getting afraid to say people's names that you've been calling out for fucking 3 months?
Why do they say, like, they used to, like, put oranges or soap in socks and, like, beat people with them? What's up with that? Does it really?
Military guy Todd doesn't know what a blanket party is. No one ever included you. May have gotten one, Todd. Nobody ever included you because you're a fucking snitch. You would have ratted everybody out before it got done.
Really not leave like an actual bruise?
Todd, put a bar of soap in a fucking sock, twist it a little bit, give it to your wife, and have her hit you in the meatiest part of your fucking Ozempic body. You're gonna get a fucking bruise.
It will leave welts. I'm not sure why they did it by that method. Yeah, definitely. It won't be without evidence that it happened. So I'm not sure the purpose behind the sock or the blanket. Throwing the blanket over and beating the hell out of them.
Direct D icon.
Yeah, you might not be able to.
Chris Ryder.
We got 4 public safety in here, I guess. So we're not buddies anymore, Chris.
Oh, I didn't hear. I didn't know we weren't buddies anymore. You like my avatar?
Yeah, I actually took a double take for a second. I wasn't sure.
It's good, ain't it?
The real Direct D. Yeah, he
Can of Coke in a plastic shopping bag. You're safe in New York, dude.
But he did. He put my wife up the same way he did Tiffany, I guess. With the kissing thing.
Oh, or he's making out with your wife.
Yeah, he wants to steal everyone else's woman, but he can't keep one of his own.
He's got 2 right now, don't he?
Well, maybe he should try grooming them, right, Todd, at a young age? Before they're adults. Spartan School of Wrestling, in a very weird statement, says you have to fill the sock with liquid soap if you want to leave bruises. It'll leak out all over the fuck. You'll have a mess on the floor. What are you talking about?
Tyler, can you put me bottom left on the icon?
Bottom
It's
left.
me, Bal. Oh, you put him down. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what you don't like it when he does that?
Oh, it's just she's a private citizen.
What do you mean? Your wife?
Meaning she doesn't have her own channel.
Oh, does that matter?
To me, yeah, it does a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't bother me. She's gorgeous. Hey, Bow, do you see what I'm doing?
Teabagging me?
Yeah, I got some tea bags for you on tea bag.
2 tea bags. Yeah, double tea bagger.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wow, more gay references from Todd. Imagine that.
Yeah, you got 2 balls.
Double
Well, most
action.
people.
That's not 2 balls, Todd. That's 2 bags. That would be freakishly weird. What happened with your son that he turned out the way he did?
Will do.
Some people don't. I think some people only have one in there.
We got a special guest. We got first time on my show.
Ooh.
We're echoing.
Fort Worth.
Am I echoing?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, CFW, what's up, Carolina?
Am I echoing?
Yeah.
There is an echo.
Stop it.
Yeah, turn my stream off.
Is your is your YouTube off?
My YouTube's
I
off.
turn my stream off, man.
Make sure you got YouTube muted.
Oh, with the echoey shit.
Okay.
Come
I don't.
on.
I'm only. This is my only. Am I still? Am I still?
Yeah.
Test.
Still
Yeah,
echoing.
We're going to jump a little bit.
Is it-
Oh, fucking.
surrender my weapons until I went.
Oh, you're talking about where they.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Test.
Todd gets a little bitchy with the Texas Chica. It's inconsequential.
Caroline's done that before.
Perhaps, yeah. If YouTube's usually there's a little bit more of a delay though than that. So I think it might be coming through her speakers back into her mic. That was Carolina Fort Worth. Test. Yeah, it's still doing it.
She's thinking that I meant she's got to get out of StreamYards. What I meant was she's got to get out of YouTube.
Yeah.
Caroline, if you're listening, you got to.
Well, that's what you should have said. You told her to get out of StreamYard when you meant she should mute her browser in YouTube. You guys have to work on your communication skills, mostly at this point in time. The very fundamentals, like the words you choose, rarely convey the message that you later say you were trying to convey. It's weird. You do it. Todd does it. Finkel does it. Bow, not so much.
Before you click the link, you got to stop. You got to pause the YouTube, then
just
click the
mute it.
StreamYard link.
Yeah. I think it's just coming through her headset, honestly. I don't think she's maybe she is. I don't know. Yes, that is the woman that got beat up by the cops and got slammed. That was disgusting what happened to her.
Oh,
Oh
right.
yeah, that cop's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what is his name? I did a couple videos about him before that happened to Carolina and after.
Kruger. Good old Kruger.
Yeah, fucking Kruger. Oh, Tarrant County.
Mhm.
I call
Yeah,
it Tyrant County.
Maybe she'll come on back. I was kind of curious. That's the first time she's ever been on my panel.
You drawing a lot of attention, Todd?
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Are you trying to, or just doing it
I'm just
because of what you're doing, or like what are you doing to draw attention?
just doing my show. I was talking.
You have to have something in common, Logan, like the fucking 80s or the 90s at least.
About earlier, really genuinely thinking about auditing.
Oh, yeah?
I know you didn't audit, but Bao kind of, he kind of said, "Hey, man, if they want to destroy you, they're going to destroy you. It doesn't matter how righteous you are."
What do you mean I didn't audit? Did you say I didn't? I've never audited.
No. I'm saying you don't call yourself an auditor,
You don't have to call yourself an auditor to do it.
right? Not everything I say is an attack, though. Okay. I was just saying. I know you call yourself like an activist. All right, here we go. Let's try that.
Echo. Nope.
Yeah.
I think it's better.
When we talk, because it's coming through your speakers. Do you have earbuds in at all?
No.
Yeah, that's probably the problem.
Isn't she a YouTube creator?
Let me see if I can click.
Let's just consider it like really heavy chorus. So somebody's singing a very high chorus song.
Okay, Ryder,
hold
that
on.
makes
Test,
perfect sense.
I think I fixed it. No, I fixed it.
I knew it was on your end.
See,
No,
it was
that's what it
Todd's
is.
fault.
What I had to do for you is I had to go into the StreamYards. I had to
Yeah,
get rid
you had
of
to
echo
change your
cancellation.
settings, dipshit. Come on, Todd. You're the one that was wrong. You got Ryder fucking telling the chick shit that's just stupid.
You just said it. You just said it when he came up. I was talking about thinking about getting back in auditing or starting to audit, right?
Into auditing. I'm way not ready. That's why I haven't.
No, it's not really that you're not ready to go speak to people and to walk in and actually physically audit, because you can still drive a car without a driver's license, right?
Not legally.
Yes,
but you're still blue. You're still blue. You're still on their side. Why would you want to audit them when you aren't in your mind ready to? You're physically.
She's calling Todd blue. You little bluey Todd. You're not ready in your mind. Wow, she's got your fucking number.
ready to, but your mind doesn't work right.
That's actually a really, really good question. That's why I said, and I'm glad you asked that question, because that's where I said I'm kind of uniquely positioned where I respect the auditors. I understand what they're doing, and I respect law and order. I don't necessarily agree that the cops are doing law and order. I think they're becoming tyrannical. So that's why I really
give an example.
You said, I'm thinking about going into my local agency and telling them how to bridge the gap. Like,
well, you're making me sound like a really emotional female right now.
Yeah, no, but how can you bridge the gap when they're not going to do what they're going to?
He got bridge the gap from jail warrant, bridge the divide. You're not bridging any gap, Todd. You're going to cause a fucking chasm. You're going to get people's rights taken away.
Do they're going to put you on a list and start watching you.
Well, I'm already on the list.
He's on the list already.
Oh, I'm well on the list. That's actually the reason why.
He's on the list already because Ryder convinced me he's on the list a long time ago. Todd's on the list. JJ put Todd on the list.
Why I'm trying to give them a chance to not get the shit suit out of them.
What do you mean you're going to sue? Who are you going to sue?
Oh, I'll keep that. I'll keep that.
What are you going to sue for?
You'll keep it in your pocket.
I'm going to keep that in my pocket, but I'm going to give them a chance.
Who do you think has violated your rights to get sued?
Oh, yeah, definitely Hardin County.
What a great question. See how this one, Todd initially says it's Hardin County, but things are going to change.
I'll keep that. I'll keep
what
that.
Are you going to sue for?
You'll keep it in your pocket.
I'm going to keep that in my pocket, but I'm going to give them a chance.
Who do you think has violated your rights to get sued?
Oh, yeah, definitely Hardin County.
And how so?
Well, I mean, you know how so. I mean, you weaponized them.
I weaponized them? What do you mean?
You 100% weaponized Hardin County to get my rights.
How did I weaponize me?
You made a fraudulent EPO claim against me.
It wasn't a fraudulent EPO. It was a very, very much needed EPO.
You're rubbing that nose again, Todd. Take a break. Sip a little of that cognac.
Okay.
It's just I was in the wrong jurisdiction. So what are you going to, how'd your rights get violated?
So you're doubling down on it because in private conversations and on streams you said
doubling down on what? I thought it was in the past. I thought that's what we agreed to.
No.
Okay, so how did you get your
Fireball?
rights violated?
You're doubling down.
How did
Chris.
you get your rights violated?
How did I get my rights violated, Chris?
No, you tell us. I'd love to know. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos and shit, and I've never seen your rights get violated.
Todd's drinking from the tumbler. Watch him pause. This Ryder says, "Oh no, I know."
Wait, how did you get your rights violated?
How did I get my rights violated, Chris?
No, you tell us. I'd love to know. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos and shit, and I've never seen your rights get violated. I genuinely would like to see the video of your rights being violated because I stand against.
It doesn't. He doesn't have to have
I stand against people's rights getting violated. I've never known it about you.
Ryder,
I remember a time where you tried to get on a janitor over a dust bunny. That wasn't what you're talking about.
So I just want to know how he tried county his rights got violated because That should be the reason why you not be blue anymore. You're still blue. So if you get your rights violated, that means that you are not blue anymore. But I mean, you're still blue, so you're still going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't get it. Like,
well, I mean, you keep throwing labels on me.
What the hell?
You're blue, Todd.
Back
blue means
in
you're on
the
the
blue,
cop side.
like a cop sucker.
100%.
Todd's a cop sucker.
No, see,
JJ.
I've explained it to you, but I don't think you're really listening. I'm for law and order.
What's
Okay, so
order?
law and order, but how'd your rights get violated, Todd?
Law and or tour. So you either follow the law or you go on a fucking runaway tour. Is that what happens, Toddy?
I've explained it to you, but I don't think you're really listening. I'm for law and order.
Okay, so law and order, but how'd your rights get violated, Todd?
For 9 days, I had to surrender my weapons until I went.
Oh, you're talking about where they did a temporary protection order.
Yes, based on a false report.
Okay, no, when they do a protection order, man, that's not that they have the power to do that. That's you can try to take that to court, but I promise you'll lose.
It was based on a lie.
By the way,
hold on.
Doesn't matter if it was based on a lie or not. That's why they do the interview process. And after talking to Todd, law enforcement felt it was a good idea that Todd not have his weapons for a few days during a cooling down period. That is de-escalation. Professional. Todd, you don't have shit to take to court.
What lie, Finkel?
That he had terroristic threats against the military installation. That was a lie.
No, that was
to hurt people. That wasn't that case, was it, Todd?
No, you swatted me for that one.
That was
almost, that was almost a week before.
I swatted you.
That was almost a week before you screamed that you're coming to Radcliffe tomorrow. GS, tell me what the fuck you
to go to the police station and the courthouse. Yeah, and I did.
No,
right?
You didn't say that though, did you, Chris?
I didn't say that though, but that's what I did though, right?
No, you didn't, did you?
What is this? I thought you guys were friends. What's going on here?
No, we are. I think everything's behind us now. We're just talking about the past.
No, we were
so
never
they took your
friends.
guns. So
We
wait,
both said that.
they violated your rights because they took away your guns for 9 days, right? Based on false.
Well, Caroline,
my weapons.
since Todd's going to dance around it, I'll just tell you what happened. I mean, it's in the past. We're past it now. So Todd was stalking and harassing me and Tiffany and her kids, one of her kids.
Ryder's just driving nails into the fucking Todd coffin.
And we needed a protection order against him. He was trying to organize a fucking protest in my private front yard. He was organizing it. And we got enough going on. We don't need that shit. We got a kid here. The kid's scared of these people. You know, we got people getting paid to come to our house and stalk us and go to the school and stalk. So that was the last thing we needed. So we asked Todd many fucking times.
Hold on. There was Tiny Todd in his forced perspective climb. Todd has no leg muscles whatsoever. It's hilarious.
So that was the last thing we needed. So
his leg is a stick from knee to ankle. Come on, Todd.
We asked Todd many fucking times to just quit, and he wouldn't do it. So we filed a protection order against him. And I'm also doing the reporting, and I'm, for like a whole year, I was working with the detective over the big picture case, which I can't talk about, but I mean, there's a big picture.
The big picture case called the Cavalry Rider
case, which involved everybody that stalked and harassed us. Well, Todd was one of the people. So basically, my job was anything new that was threatening, harassing, concerning to me and Tiffany, I was to report to this certain detective.
Okay.
And I did.
His guns away.
Yeah, well, he got his guns taken away because we went to where he lives and we filed a protection order because the state of Kentucky came up with a new jurisdictional law that allowed people from out of state to file protection orders on people that lived there. Well, what we did wrong was we didn't know that new law was specific.
Somebody from GS's side chat asked if GS was just going to sit there and let Ryder defame him again.
Specifically for people that were in the domestic that were going to go back to Hardin, to his county. So, like, we never lived there, so we didn't apply to that new law. So when we got to court, the judge read it and she said, I'm sorry, this is easy to misunderstand, but you read this wrong. This is not the right jurisdiction. So what we had to do was we took it back over to Indiana and filed against him in civil court. What we did.
Okay, so he got the thing is he got his rights violated because his guns were taken away.
So Todd has an active filing against him. Todd has not divulged that. Ooh, Ryder let some info slip. That's why Todd's all fucking mad. And that's why Ryder wouldn't give him the apology, because they have a fucking pending case. Todd's fucking shitting himself. And Finkel has already told Todd a couple times he ain't working. He ain't got no lawyer money.
Right.
Todd's going to get in trouble with his missus, and she's going to fucking boot him. This is it, Todd. You're losing money now. We're all done. I'm not working my ass off to pay your debts.
Well, that's what he claims.
That should be the main reason why he should not have any kind of like glue and trying to bridge the gap with them and trying to be nice to them and talking to them and trying to work things out and checking on investigations. That should be the very reason why you shouldn't have anything to do with the police at all, because you're not going to be able to sue them for that, because they're going to call qualified immunity because of the information that they had. They based it on the information that they had. So that's, you're not going to be able to sue them at all for that. And that should be the reason why not being able to sue, that you should be not blue at all, not even a little bit.
Yeah. So for the record, Carolina, a little bit of the lore is Chris and I we are shoulder to shoulder when it comes to, at least I think we are, when it comes to kind of getting to the bottom what happened to Lion One. I don't know if you
getting to the bottom of what happened to Lion One. Todd, you and Ryder are fucking retards. You're not getting to the bottom of shit. The investigators investigated, and the medical examiner took all the fucking evidence and the autopsy and said death by self-infliction. Where's the fucking mystery, Todd? Where's the mystery? You hate Rabbit so much that you want to pin a fucking murder on him. You have zero fucking evidence. You have gossip and hearsay. You're going to get yourself fucking sued, Todd.
If you remember her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think everybody, should be on that page.
And
I don't think that makes this special, though, Todd. Like if you're trying to say that that's what bridged the gap between us, I mean, I think that's
the only, that's
common
really,
state.
For me, that's like really the only tie that binds.
And so the police haven't done anything about her murder, right? Really?
It's being investigated.
I just would say, though, those are your words, not mine.
Did they arrest that guy that did it? That guy? Did they arrest him?
Rabbit, he's the one that got arrested here.
I think Bell's palsy is the result of a fucking nerve pinch. We were drinking beers one day about 2-3 years after college. We were with a bunch of fucking people we went to college with. We got together in New York City. And one of my close friends, we were just, having a couple beers, hanging out. And somebody's like, what the fuck is wrong with Jim's face? And I'm like, I saw the one side of him. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with Jim. He's fucking drinking a little. Maybe he's slurring. And then somebody else came up and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with Jim? I'm like, why does everybody keep telling me? They're like, you have to say something to him. And I walked over and I looked at him, and the whole right side of his face was just fucking drooping. Like the left side of his face looked normal. The whole right side of his face was drooping. We all fucking panicked and shit. He went to the fucking ER in the morning. Like in the morning when he woke up, his face was pretty much fine. Like it wasn't a long-term thing. It was a fucking one-day thing. Finkel had that shit forever. He still claims it makes him talk funny. Finkel might have had a fucking stroke.
In front of my for coming to my house, Caroline.
I thought he didn't get arrested for the murder.
No, he got arrested for stalking me and Tiffany and our kid.
Yep.
That's another reason why, Generally Specific, you should not have any ounce of sympathy for the police and try to bridge it in gaps, because they're not investigating anything because they have no incentive to. If that guy had done everything that y'all said he did, he'd already be in jail. And this is why people have to hire private investigators to do the jobs that police refuse or won't do. It's not that.
I agree, but you keep making.
Your paranoia tripped her fucking narrative. And she's got a right to be critical of you, Todd. You're a dope. She's just buying into your fucking delusion. Because it helps her promote her shit. She don't fucking care about you. Or Lion One, for that matter. Toddy, you see the people you fucking attract?
Making statements that I never made, and I would caution you to speak for yourself and let me speak for myself, please. I'm being as respectful as I can.
Okay.
Logan, that's Carolina, Fort Worth. Correct.
I'm just saying that
you keep putting words into my mouth, and I'm not saying things that you're saying I'm saying, and I would appreciate that you.
Of course, Savage Saints. This is, however you paint this picture, it's fucking difficult, and the person it's most difficult for is Rabbit, and then Andrea's father, right? So for Todd to be in this shit, talking the shit he's talking about Rabbit, especially after they had been friends, even if they weren't friends at the fucking time, they had been friends. You don't go speculating on this shit, drive the man into depression, and then something even worse fucking happens. Well, Todd don't give a shit. He needs clickbait and clicks and views because he's duplicitous, subversive, and he is not about the truth.
I didn't say that you said anything, but I just heard you say you wanted to bridge the gap with the police. I heard you say that to Val. Was I wrong?
Yeah, well, see, here's the weird thing. I don't even have a speeding ticket.
Mirrors, that's all fucking hearsay shit. If he did, he did. If he didn't, he didn't. Who fucking cares? Let people grieve the way they need to fucking grieve. People grieve weirdly, dude.
So there's really no gap for me to bridge because I am law and order, and I've conducted myself all my life as such.
You know, you haven't been caught.
However, I mean, fair enough.
I know you want, but I thought I guess I misunderstood you then, so I apologize to you. But I was under the impression that when you told Val you want to go down to the police station and try to talk to them and explain things so that you could bridge the gap. I thought that meant.
Right, there's a whole bunch of information that you're not aware of.
Okay.
There's things, body camera footage. There's things that I've heard that I think there's a misunderstanding. That I think
there's things that you have heard. That's all you have, Todd, is shit that you've heard. You're fucking gossip, dude. That's why your shit is so fucking wrong so much of the time. And that's why you hint that you have shit when all you really have is gossip. And that's why you never show receipts. That's why you won't show anything or talk in detail, because you're just hearing blips of gossip now. People know you can be used as a fucking mouthpiece, Todd. People know you can be used as a mouthpiece. They know you're buyable. Todd, you are the furthest fucking thing. You're fucked credibility-wise. Nobody's ever going to take you fucking serious, Todd.
They were confusing me with another person. So therefore, I want to go clear that up to make sure that, hey, look, I don't have a beef with the cops. I'd prefer to not have the cops come to my house and try to kick my door down every time something happens.
They thought you were another person?
Well,
I didn't hear that part.
I know you're fishing,
so there
Chris.
you
go. Trauma has a weird effect on people. And, I can tell you this. It's very common when a person dies for the person closest to that person to want to have sexual encounters almost immediately. It's the flesh's desire to overcome death by producing life. It's very fucking common. So you can't fault the fucking person for that shit. They're not in their right fucking mind.
But you're gonna have to do it for
No, I'm just trying to catch up with whatever it is you're saying. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about.
I believe they have me confused with another person and thus have a particular view of me.
Seven Cities Kid 410. Unlike you, I mean, you believe what you want to believe. I don't fucking believe anything that's circumstantial, and I would never consider it evidence of anything. because the reason it's given a different name is because it is not proof.
I think they have me confused with you, Chris.
With me?
Yes.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't live in Hardin County.
But you constantly called my local police department.
No, I was working with the
So
detective.
now they associate me with you.
Associate you with me?
Yes.
Really?
Savage Saints, you got to meet the nonsense head on and show it for being nonsense. You can't give them an emotional tit for tat because that's what they're feeding on. That's literally what they're feeding on.
I don't think so.
I think they have you and me confused.
And you've done a pretty good job if it's just a silly girl. I don't know which one you are, but if you're a silly girl, you've done a fantastic job keeping a fucking level head through this shit.
Is Chris.
Is that right, Tiff? Did it seem like Radcliffe had me and Todd confused?
No.
Not at all, bro. Not at all.
I think
no, they don't like you much. I mean, I can go ahead.
Mirrors, I don't know, man. I have a little bit of respect for your opinion. I just don't see where there's any fucking proof that Rabbit did anything. And there's a motivational hatred behind the fucking gossip that's being talked about Rabbit because of the whole fucking campfire incident. Todd got beat up. He got his shit pushed in. He's very fucking embarrassed by it. And he's going to take out his anger on fucking Rabbit. And people are going to see that they can tell Todd shit. And whether it's true or not, Todd's going to repeat it.
Go ahead and tell you that. They say that there's pretty good reason for it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I want to know how your arrest got violated. At what point did they confuse you?
Look, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's not level. But, then I don't have to get involved.
And there's body camera. I don't understand what you're trying to.
Oh, you're gonna have to figure out where the body camera footage. You're gonna have to come out. You're gonna have to open your wallet, Chris, and you're gonna have to
get some body camera footage.
Yeah.
So there's an incident where they came out and they called you by another name or something that I'm looking for.
See, there you are fishing again. What do I got to do? Do I got to jerk your dick?
Todd, I'm just trying to understand, dude. Calm down. You're being really defensive.
Oh, jerk your own dick, dude.
What?
Logan, get the fuck out of there.
I'm not going to jerk you off.
I'm not jerking any dicks, man. That's weird. No, man, I'm not.
Wait a minute. Todd's talking about dick jerking? Imagine that.
Again, what do I got to do? Do I got to jerk your dick?
Todd, I'm just trying to understand, dude. Calm down. You're being really defensive.
Oh, jerk your own dick, dude.
What?
No, jerk your own dick. I'm not going to jerk you off.
I'm not jerking any dicks, man. That's weird.
Seven Cities, that whole dog store is fucking bullshit. It's total bullshit. If you knew anyone killed your puppy, you would report that immediately and you would stay the fuck away from that person. None of that shit happened. You got a woman who 8 years later is shit talking Rabbit. And if you paid attention when Todd played that whole thing, her motivation was recently she found out Rabbit put a nude of her on his FetLife account or something to that effect, if it even happened. Nobody even verified that that person is who she says she is. So how can you fucking take that shit seriously? Investigative journalist Todd. You need to go to fucking shiz school, Todd. It's like going from kindergarten to the first grade, but you need it.
No, man, I'm not fighting with you, Todd. Calm down. I'm trying to find out what you're talking about. I don't mind coming and getting body camera footage. What am I asking for?
And then he tries to lie and then say that there's.
So here you go. Here you go, Carolina. This will give you somewhat up to speed. I'm playing a video. I don't know if you can hear that the video is playing, so no one can hear you while you're talking, and they can't hear the video either.
And when is this? What is the date of this video, Todd? Just for reference.
So this was the night or the morning of 4 a.m. when you're crashing, or 2 a.m. when you're crashing out.
If the dog's dead, how come nobody reported it? The girl didn't see any of it. The girl said her grandfather told her. Maybe the grandfather killed the fucking dog. I haven't pinned it on somebody else. You don't fucking know. I don't know. That's why I don't believe it to be true, because I don't know. How can you believe something to be true that you don't know? Talk to Todd about the flat earth.
On my panel, you came to my panel claiming I'm stalking you.
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
Oops, hold on. Seven Cities wasn't talking. I don't know what dog you're talking about. Are you talking about Andrea's dog or the puppy? Or the other chick's puppy that got killed? There's no evidence or proof to back that up. It's fucking straight hearsay. It's communicated for a fucking, oh, Rabbit was a puppy killer. Wait, you're not storming his house with pitchforks and torches because he killed a person. What can we do? Oh, we'll pin him for puppy murder. It's just fucking dumb, dude. It's emotional shit. No proof. All sugar water. Get hyper.
Yeah, but here, well, listen, dude. Listen, she wants to get.
No, I mean, we need to know what we're talking about. So is this like a year ago?
Are you interested, Carolina?
Yeah, I want to know. I mean, I came up here for something else, but I mean, I'll hear your stuff. I want to know.
Sure.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Yeah, somebody say what fucking dog we're talking about here.
And then he tries to lie.
It's difficult to numb my own senses when you're throwing fucking capital letter sentences at me. Chill the fuck out. Be nice to. Look, this is an impassioned issue, so talk civilly with each other. If you feel like you're going to get out of control, zip it till you calm the fuck down. Smoke a little pot, don't drink alcohol.
And then say that there's this third kid that we don't really even know about, not the other two, and that he's given so much to her, and it's just like, dude, you're weird. Just shut up. Just stop, Chris.
Chris is actually it's really him. There you go.
Yeah, it's like he goes to the gay store.
No, he's actually backstage.
Who's that?
Yeah, fuck you, lying ass G-fag motherfucker.
This is what Ryder's going to do here is all clicks and views. It's all clicks and views. It's all shit talking nonsense. No one solves anything doing what fucking Ryder's doing. But Ryder's too dumb to do anything but this. And he's buddies with fucking Todd and Finkel.
Yeah, he actually came up, Chris. Hey, good. Good, he came up.
Hey, G-fag, why the fuck you lying, you pedophile?
I ain't lying, you piece of shit. Facebook
Hey,
you motherfucker.
Pedophile motherfucker.
Hey, Chris. Hey.
This is great shit. They're just calling each other pedos. G-Swag seems to have fucking Ryder by the fucking bollocks here.
Aren't you that same dude that used toe to call Midwest, and then you claimed you were going to beat me till I'm not moving anymore? Yeah, shut up, dude. Shut up, you little pussy. They're going to tear that little ass up in prison, Chris. There's not going to be much left of you if you ever do get out, buddy.
I believe that's
You
Killer
don't have
Miller.
kids. You don't have kids, Chris. You don't have kids, bro. What kids? Right, so keep yelling and wake them up, genius. Why don't you
Maybe
go
it's
dude
Boot.
off somewhere else?
I don't have their voices separated.
Yeah, we know you're at Blanket Forge HQ. Cool, bro.
I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow, motherfucker.
You won't do shit, Chris. Shut up.
I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow.
You're threatening me?
Say you're fucking gonna do something.
Yeah, you're threatening me?
You're not
You hear
gonna do
me?
shit, Chris.
I'll be in
Shut up.
Radcliffe tomorrow. Tell me what you're gonna do.
fat fuck.
Yeah, where do you want to meet?
Why don't you go call the cops again,
Where do
Chris?
you wanna
Why don't
meet?
Go call the cops.
You want to meet? I just told
All right, let's pause it here. And yeah, you weren't saying I'll be in Radcliffe to file a police report. You said say
It could be Boot. I mean, I don't know why, but I confuse the two of them all the time. But, you know, I'm not really good with names and faces. Actually, I'm good with faces, not with names. Apparently, I'm as good with voices as I am with faces, which is subpar. No gaming.
what you're gonna do, motherfucker. About you freely deciding to travel someplace that you have a right to travel.
I ain't worried about the rights on that. That had nothing to do with rights. What it was is you were
Genius.
inciting You were asking your audience to call the child welfare services on Tiffany and me.
Really?
Yeah, you were saying that we were doing drugs in the truck and leaving the kid inside alone.
See, this is why I never trusted.
No, you were doing that. And
This is
then
exactly why I never trusted.
well,
you.
yeah, and then the call came through to DCS, and the caller.
You never trusted him because you were calling DCS on him? God damn it. There's no honor among thieves, and these are just run-of-the-mill backstabbers.
Accused me of being a pedophile, and then you all were on that stream right before I came up calling me a pedophile. You know that's a big problem with G-Swag, man. Calling everybody pedophiles.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
so I mean, you had him on your panel to do it, and that's what he was doing. You were having fun.
You're not going to gish gallop over.
I'm
this,
not.
right?
I'm not just galloping you, man.
I'm just curious right here.
Why don't you go dude off somewhere else, Chris? Yeah, we know.
Oh my God, these guys are just going to shout at each other. I think Killer does come on in a minute. Shuggy says that's the old age taking over, Coded, you old fart. I'm 59, bro. I'm not even 59 yet. I got till June. A couple weeks away. I'll be okay, my man. I'm looking to fucking... Look, I want to shed intellect. Ignorance is bliss, man. I want to forget a lot of fucking shit. People are mean and nasty.
No, you're at Blanket Force HQ. Cool, bro.
God, I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow, motherfucker.
You won't do shit, Chris. Shut up.
I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow.
You're threatening me?
Say you're fucking gonna do something.
Yeah. Okay, so say you're
okay.
going to do something. I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow, motherfucker. I said,
Tell me
Ryder was going to fucking court to get some shit. He'll be there tomorrow. You tell him what you're going to do. That's not a fucking threat. That's a request for information, Todd.
What you gonna do about it?
No. That's not what you said, dude.
I mean, so tell me what you were going to do about it.
You're listening to your own voice, and you're trying to rewrite history.
I'm not
your
rewriting
own
shit.
voice.
I'm saying I was asking you, what the fuck are you going to do about it?
What the fuck can I do about it, dude?
Nothing. So what the fuck are you crying about, bro?
You're trying to tell me you weren't intimated. What do you mean? What am I crying about, dude? You're fucking.
Yeah, you're crying now. A year later, you're crying now. We're not even fighting. Like we've made it.
I asked you
We've
right
made
there.
Savage Saints. You know, whether Rabbit deserved it or not, I could understand why the father fucking, flipped out on him. It's displaced anger. You got to deal with that shit when you're in these, unless it comes to fucking gunplay or, bad beatings. You just got to let this shit fucking flow. It's cathartic. It needs to get out. Never good to pent it up. It's best to have a fucking person you're close with to discuss these things with and get them out before you go fucking confront people. And hopefully your friend will keep you from a confrontation until you are level-headed. Unlike these fucks just want to stir the pot and send people out pissed off at other people. That's how people get fucking hurt.
Are you threatening me?
I wasn't threatening you. I was asking you if you wanted to threaten me, wasn't I?
You cool, bro.
God, I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow, motherfucker.
You won't do shit, Chris. Shut up.
I'll be in Radcliffe tomorrow.
You're threatening me?
Say you're fucking gonna do something.
Yeah, you're threatening me?
You're not
You
gonna
hear
do
me?
shit, Chris.
I'll be in
Shut up.
Radcliffe tomorrow. Tell me what
Todd, how is that a fucking threat? What's wrong with you, you retard? He's asking you to tell him what you're going to do. If he comes there tomorrow. Because he's coming tomorrow. He's got to go to the police department. Maybe file another fucking charge on your ass and pick up some FOIA docs.
Don't do shit, fat fuck.
Yeah, where
I
do you
think
want
Todd's in his feelings tonight, too.
Where do you want to meet?
Call the cops.
Where do you want to meet? I just
Where
told
do
you
you want to
where I'll
meet?
be.
How does me playing unedited, uninterrupted, you acting like a 2
Savage Saints, did Lion's father hire a investigator? Can you prove that anyway? Because that definitely puts it to fucking bed for me if you can prove that to me. I mean, I'm already on the fucking rabbit didn't do it side, but that would be the fucking final nail if he had an independent medical exam done and they came to the same conclusion.
a.m. Sperg making threats that you're coming to my fucking town, and then you put fraudulent fucking stalking, and you checked every box, Chris. For the last 2.5, 3 weeks, I've given you every opportunity to publicly retract your statement. Mimsy has encouraged you to publicly apologize for calling me a stalker. And
Oh, you sent Mempsey to beg on your behalf? Todd, he can file another fucking charge. It's already filed, according to what he said before. You want him to let you go, but you're being such a fucking asshole, dude. He's just jerking your dick for spite.
your pride or your arrogance or your ignorance wouldn't let you fucking do that.
Are we now, or is this a video we're watching?
Now what you don't realize, Chris, is now you have set in motion that which was going to be in motion before you had an opportunity to unfuck the situation.
Are we right now, or is this a video? Does anybody know?
Well, I got plans in the AM.
Are you talking to me, Todd, or is this a video?
Hold up. What am I lying about, Chris?
They don't fucking.
Me and you gonna talk right now, motherfucker. What am
Right, Mirrors. I try super hard to filter out false notions. So I try not to let any information, I'm exposed to it, I heard it, but I don't try to import it into my belief system if I can't prove it to be true. I mean, the only thing I'm taking on faith is God. That's it. Even when I was a little tiny baby, my mommy couldn't stand to hear me cry, and she would feed me and clean me. Why wouldn't my Father in heaven do even more for me?
What am I lying about?
Nobody said on my channel that a kid was sitting in my lap, motherfucker.
You did, you fat fuck.
Never said that, motherfucker.
And keep in mind,
Savage Saints, go to Just a Silly Girl or send it to me. If you have fucking solid proof, I will put that out. That's definitive shut your fucking mouth, Todd shit. Definitive. He can stop hinting about shit he doesn't have. Shit that he heard through gossip that it exists.
as the caption says, he's got a neighbor that you could underhand chuck a stone and hit their front door. That close to his house. It's
I need to know, are you narrating now or?
My bad. Not an ME, a PI. Well, I mean, still, that fucking an ME would seal the deal for 100% sure. A PI, 90.
Is this an old video?
He's screaming.
I don't know. Does anybody know?
Piece of shit, fucking pedophile liar.
Fucking liar.
It sounds like the video to me.
I think he's pausing and saying stuff in between.
Nah.
All you do is lie.
Are you?
That's all you do is lie. God, you want the fucking truth?
Sue me.
You can't handle the truth. Shut the fuck up. Logan says that coded friend.001. Your mom gave you a house key and said, come back when the street lights come on. No, we didn't get no fucking house key. Dinner was on the table at 6:30, right? You had to be home, hands washed, and seated at the table at 6 o'clock. And then we waited for my father to come home. And if you weren't home, washed up at the fucking table before Dad got home, you were fucked for a couple days. You weren't going anywhere, you know? So you just did it. And then Mom didn't have to worry about you or where you are. See, if you didn't cause Mom stress, Dad was really fucking happy.
You want the fucking truth?
Yeah, I don't remember all that. I like some of the stuff he's saying now wasn't in that.
Faggot-ass liars on your panel. Fucking lying about
Sue me,
this.
Chris.
This
Sue me,
motherfucker
Chris.
said no.
Chris, sue me.
This motherfucker.
Chris, look, dude, we get it. You're mad because you're going to go to jail, bro. We know. You're going to go to jail,
said
Chris.
that I had your daughter on my lap.
No, your adopted daughter, you dumb fuck.
Wow, Ryder's really losing his mind over the you had a kid sitting on your lap comment. Child Ryder. All right, we're going to pause it here. We'll come back next time and pick it up from the Chris Ryder's a pedophile accusation. That's some serious fucking shit. Let's see how it plays out. We know there's that Twitter video or picture of Ryder bathrobed up in bed with Tiffany's son, their first encounter together. That's some weird motherfucking shit, Chris. Weird shit.
Don't have to be beautiful dirty baby. And if you won't impress me, you can't be too flirty, mama. I know how to undress me. Yeah, I wanna be your fantasy. Maybe you could be mine. You just leave it all up to me. We could have a good time. Don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool. Rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your excellent time and your kiss. Yes. I think dance. Women not girls, rule my world. I said they rule my world. At your age, mama, not your shoe size. Maybe we could do the twirl. You don't have to watch Dynasty to have an attitude. You just leave it all up to me. My love will be your food. Yeah, you don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. I love my ridiculous time. Look at that. I just want your extra time, your kiss.
What the fuck you talking about, Logan? Prince was a white boy, wasn't he?